It was no jinx. It was no jinx. I really believed that Cristiano would say what's up. I believed so. All good things must come to an end. Everything that has a beginning must have an end. He is still great. He still has an amazing legacy. But we but we just witnessed a disaster class. Because I warned you people that when Cristiano doesn't score, it's Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Shout out to Atleti. João Felix is one of the best players in the world and one of the best young players in the world. And I'm so happy because what you saw was the future and the past. João Felix is the future. Cristiano represents the past. It's real. It's 5 years right now before United have won a trophy. We're going to talk about this, deduct this, and could this be the year that Cristiano Ronaldo finally ends? Because, bro, retire. Retire! Could this be the year that finally, my nemesis Christina finally hangs up his boots and says, you know what? I did what I could. Ajax might be bigger bottlers than Tottenham. Let's talk about it. The past and the future. The past and the future. I've always been a fan of João Felix. And I've had beef mainly with Simeone. But you see, that's why I always said the eye test is undefeated. Because once you pass the eye test, you're always in a very good opportunity to say what's up. You're always in a very good position to say what's up if you pass the eye test. So I'll always believe in players who pass the eye test. And finally, what you're seeing is, this kid's amazing. This kid is quality. Because yes, shout out to the cross by Griezmann. Shout out to the header by Lodi and so forth. De Paul had an amazing game, by the way. That guy is a quality player. But it was the ingenious pass, the pass that people didn't expect, that started to run, because it was Philip coming in through. It was that reverse pass that he saw that no one saw that opened up that opportunity. Which is why, because see, that pass that Felix made isn't on your stat sheet. You gotta watch the game, bruv. You gotta watch the game. But his play overall was like, this kid is, he's still in the wrong team, but this kid is smart. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. You see, I try to explain things to people, but they refuse to listen. And I hope and I pray that when I explain this to people, they can please listen. So I'll try again. When Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't score, he is a walking, talking disaster class. I'm sorry. I mean, as crazy as that is, that's just what it is. Is if he doesn't score, he does nothing else in the game. Because what happens is he scores the goals, and people are like, he's amazing, he's superb, and the goals mask what else he does over 90 minutes. Dribble completions, forward passes, through balls, making up ground, winning fouls, breaking lines, things that help to positively impact the team, which is what Benzema did, Cannibal Suarez did, Lewandowski does. But this is the reality here. So you score a hat-trick against Tottenham. Boom! Quality, that's amazing for this. That's amazing. Can you please tell me the last time Tottenham sniffed a trophy? Which is why I say to guys that not all wins are the same. Not all goals are the same. Oh, I scored 50 goals. Against who? 50 goals is cool. Against who? It's real talk, man. Guys, this is real talk right now. And I think what you saw in this game was United. Like, bro, let's, you see, I love my guy Cristiano. Please, please, please. I love my guy Cristiano. But there was a moment in the game where this guy tried to dribble. I think it was the last few minutes, and I think he tried to, it was up against Lodi, and I think he was trying to maybe move the ball past Lodi, and it looked bad. Like, I was like, Cristiano, oh no. Like, it looked, because I felt sorry for him trying to attempt to dribble, because he still thinks he's 25. But you're a 37-year-old geriatric. You know, I don't want to be harsh here. But you're a geriatric. But look, you look overall in the game and so forth. And my thing is, this is a reminder about the quality of La Liga. Because Atletico, bro, this team isn't great. They're not great. But if you look at it, if you look at the table, Atletico United are actually similar as to where they are in the table right now. So this was pretty much, this you could pretty much say, oh, this is La Liga and Premier League both on the same level. And what you saw, because the game was it was not the greatest game in terms of quality, but what you saw was there is just an extra edge that Atleti have. But do you know what's scarier? Look at how much money United have spent, because I want to just show you something real quick. I want to show you an image real quick, because this is very important to note, especially with how they've now lost. So I think shout out to Hassan, people that sent me for this. So check that out. Man United will pass the 5-year mark without lifting a single trophy. They've spent over £600 million in that time. 600 million, no trophies. Guys, audience, members of the congregation, please think about that for one time. You've spent £600 million sterling with cobwebs as a trophy. That's real. It's real. It's real. You know, and you look at this whole thing. I know, I'll be real with you. I thought United could maybe do something. And there was always an opportunity. But you know, this game, it reminded me of Uruguay. Because remember, now Walker's like, oh, bro, Cristiano, he's pumping, boom, boom, boom. You now play a quality team. And this is why, this is what we're really going to get to on this hangout, is who do you play? Who do you play? Not all wins are the same. Not all goals are the same. I will repeat again. Not all wins are the same. Not all goals are the same. Because bowling against Tapas Bar FC, aka FC Tinkerbell, is not the same as bowling against Real Madrid, Atleti, what's it called, Bayern Munich, and so forth. It ain't the same, bro. So, because I'll get back to Atletico, but just because what everybody wants to know is that is this dude finished? That's what everyone wants to know. Is this dude finished? Let's see what happens against Turkey. But this could be a pivotal year. But I'm going to put this out there, and I hope, Cristiano, I hope you are listening. This is my PSA to you. Because I still believe that he could qualify for Portugal. But this is my PSA to Cristiano. If you get knocked out, if you don't qualify for the World Cup, Cristiano Ronaldo, take it as a friend. I like you. I like you. This is me helping you. Cristiano, please listen to me. I know we've been enemies for a long time, but please listen to me. If you don't qualify for the World Cup, I am begging you, Cristiano, hang up your boots and retire. What else is there to hope to play for? Because let's keep it real. You know what, Christian, let me even get even realer. If United don't finish top four, if United don't finish top four, and you don't qualify for the World Cup, Cristiano, what are you playing for now? Are you going to play in the Europa League? We know that you'll never allow that to happen. You're too prideful. I know you, bro. You love yourself too much. Okay, you love yourself too much to even touch a freaking Europa League. And if you're not in the World Cup, bro, are you sure you're going to be back in 4 years' time? This is pivotal. This is a pivotal month for Cristiano. This is pivotal. Now, I still believe that Portugal will qualify for the World Cup somehow, some way. But it's going to be difficult because even if they beat Turkey, they're going to beat Italy. But before I bring the guys in, I want to touch on Atletico. These guys are not winning this Champions League. They're not. They're not. Because when we say on the Twitch streams, like, now here's the thing though. Here's the thing. If Atleti beats Benfica, because we'll talk about Benfica and Ajax. If Atleti gets Benfica, then Atleti could find their way into the semis. Semis max. So it's dependent on who they get. The only team that Atleti can beat to get to the semis is if they face Benfica. But Atletico Madrid played a very good game. They played from a tactical point of view, they played a very good game. I wasn't a fan of it. It was a bit defensive. It was a bit fearful, but it went to plan. Because they didn't make there was only one mistake that they made, which was almost a foul to Bruno Fernandes, but they did not make too many mistakes. So they played a very good game. Atletico played a very good game. They defended very well, and they were very smart with the ball because they played small without an out-and-out striker. But I think between De Paul, Lodi, Griezmann, and Felix, they just showed better intelligence on the ball. They showed a much better intelligence on the ball than your boys. They showed better intelligence on the ball than your boys. So for Atletico, they do really, but guys, Felix, man, I like this kid. João Felix is the future. Messi and Cristiano, you represent the past, which is why it is so significant to what has happened in the space of a week. For Messi and Cristiano getting the heck out of this freaking CL competition in the round of 16, and João Felix dropping what I called a masterclass. See, this is significant. Felix dropped a masterclass, while Cristiano dropped a disaster class. It is very telling of the future against the past. It's very telling. Very telling indeed. So, because I like the way Felix was like, no. It's like, I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for Fati. I'm excited for Pedri. I'm excited for Foden, for even Sancho, for Felix, for Ansu Fati, Mbappe. Like, guys, listen. Everything that has a beginning has an end. Everything that has a beginning must have an end. Messi and Cristiano, they are nearing their end. Because this could be it for them. This year could be the year where really it's over. So even if Cristiano qualifies for the World Cup, this is the final hurrah for this two. And it's been a great run. It's been an amazing run. But briefly on United, and then before I bring these guys in, United, okay, look. I like Elanga. I really like Elanga. That guy, I think, was one of the few bright spots in this game. No, him and Fred. Fred and Elanga had a great game. Fred, I think, was United's best player. He had a very good game, and I think he should have stayed on. Ralph, you messed up. Why are you bringing up Elanga for Rashford? Bro, this English MBE tax is real. So you bring off Elanga, who was having a good game and who came up with United's best chance. You bring up Elanga, you bring on Rashford. And what does Rashford do? Critical moments, when United have the ball, he gives the ball away. Something that Elanga wouldn't do. So is there pressure? I don't want to know from Ralph, was there pressure on you to play Rashford? Or was that your decision to take off this kid Elanga, who has been one of United's best players, for that bomb-ass Trashford? It's crazy. Like, Elanga should play the whole freaking game. Because he is much, I don't care how young the dude is, he's much better than Rashford. Rashford is trash. There's a reason why he's called Marcus Trashford. Elanga is better than Marcus Trashford. So, I mean, for you, okay, how did United lose this? You see, bro, United, the team is broken. The manager is broken. The structure is broken. Atleti are still having issues, but Atleti, that's still a structure where guys know what they're doing. What they're doing may be useless, but they know what they're doing. For this United team, they don't show what they're doing. They are hot and cold. One day they could beat Tottenham and do this whole stuff. Another here, it's like, because United didn't play badly, but they needed an extra gear that they simply didn't have. They needed a player with a bit of a magic to give them something that they simply didn't have. Pogba came on, didn't give them that. Cristiano, he dropped a disaster class. Like United's best attacking player was Elanga, who got subbed off. And I just think that's for where United are. United have got to accept that you're a small team now. You'll always be a big business brand. Trust me, you'll always be a big business brand. But as a football entity, you are irrelevant. You are irrelevant as a football entity. Nobody takes you seriously. You're not a big club in terms of football quality on the pitch. So look, man, I'm going to bring these guys in, man. I want to see what these dudes are saying, man. Ricardo, man, talk to me, man. Ricardo, talk to me.
My God. I'm upset, HH, man.
Give me a break. You're not upset.
No,
Give me a
I
damn
am
break,
upset, man.
Today is a very good day. It's a very good day.
No, I expected my goal
I
to
agree.
come up clutch again, and he came up short. Look. I predicted him to drop a 2 out of 10 with the 2-piece tonight, and he only dropped a 2 out of 10. the 2-piece, it might be for next year. I don't know, but man, look, I'm not gonna sit here and criticize Ronaldo just because I kind of expected this. Like, if he's not scoring, he ain't doing shit. Let's be honest. Like, he's not doing anything. Like, that's been the story.
Wait, did you see him try to dribble?
I saw a lot of things tonight. All right, it is what it is. I don't hold Ronaldo to the highest of standard, especially at this point of his career. I don't expect him to put on a masterclass. I don't expect him to take on defenders and facilitate the offense. I do expect that from someone.
The only thing is, why does he think he can? That's the problem. Like, why does he keep trying to?
Look, I can sit here and go in on Ronaldo, but it's just like, what's the point? The guy didn't get any service today, but it's just kind of like, then why are you on the field if their team's not going to give you that? I mean, at least you got to give your team another option, but you're not getting that. All right. There's I know people in the chat think I'm going to go in on him. Like, I'm not going to go in on him. I'm just saying the obvious. This is what we expect from Ronaldo when he's not scoring. He's not going to give you an 8 or 9 out of 10 without the goals. That's just the type of player he has been for the last few years. So, I mean, it's not a surprise. I'm really not surprised. I actually thought he was going to score today because, off the back of the Tottenham game, I thought, oh man, this guy is definitely gonna. I mean, at least minimum.
But also, like Ricardo, let's be real right now. Again, I don't want to compare things, but if we're being real, both were disappointing. Messi did give a better performance than Cristiano.
He also missed a penalty, so that he didn't.
I mean, HH.
No. I mean, in the second leg, just the second leg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, we don't want to say that kind of stuff because it's gonna hurt a couple people's feelings. Like, at least when Messi gets eliminated, he has done something in that game, whether it be creating chances for his teammate. If they don't go in, they don't go in. That's on you praise the get it done. Messi didn't get it done. It is what it is. He missed the pen. It is what it is in the first leg, right? But he created a chance for Mbappe, created a chance for Neymar. So he's created stuff. Ronaldo, on the other hand, he actually didn't even have a shot today, and that's the only thing we expect.
No. But see, this is what I try to explain to people about Cristiano, and they attack me. The guy is reliant on service. Reliant.
Yeah.
Benzema doesn't need service. Oh, if he gives service, thank you. But I'm not reliant. Lewandowski doesn't need service, but if he gives, thank you. Because these are the guys who can create their own goals or give it the ball, boom. But it's like the goal that Cristiano scored, his first goal against Tottenham, that's a rarity.
Yeah,
Him
he's
taking
gonna.
the ball, shooting from out, because that's he created that. So,
Yeah,
so the issue is if a guy relies on service.
yeah. I mean,
I
like,
mean,
I'm just gonna say this, man. Like, for all these Ronaldo fans, for a group of people that complain when Ronaldo doesn't get service, you guys hate on a guy who actually gives service to his teammates. Like, make it make sense. You can't have it both ways. I expected Ronaldo with all the motivation. Messi's
Hey,
out. He dropped a disaster class. Ronaldo's gonna come in, drop a two-piece, take his team to the next round. Bro, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I can't say I'm surprised because if he's not scoring, this was gonna happen. But at the same time, I cannot blame him because United as a whole were just boring. Period.
yeah, can I go? Yeah, Ricardo, I'll follow.
oh, no. Okay, okay.
I'll-
I mean, okay, but just before you go, see, but Ricardo, see, this is where the see, because I'm all about keeping the same energy. We slated Messi that night. We absolutely bullied him and slated him to like 100%. We have to keep the same energy. But here's the thing, though.
But we don't put them on the
Do-
same pedestal.
There and Ricardo, what does that now mean? See, are you now connecting the dots? So we're slating Messi a lot more because we expect more from him. We don't like Ricardo. Look at us. We're like, yeah, like
In a way,
we're not-
HH,
yeah,
I have to say that's a little bit unfair because Ronaldo at 34, when he got knocked out by Leon, you were slating him as well. So if Messi is at 37, you don't know, are you going to slate him as much? That's the only thing I would say.
Okay. Juju man, talk to me.
Oh yeah, I was about to say with this game, like I would say before I go with the coaching thing, I'll start by calling out players. I think Rashford is not good enough, and he was just terrible. Even Pogba looks lost. Like I don't know what he's adding to the team. So I expect United they won't renew. I mean, if they renew, it'll be a shock. And then like the other players, I think Sancho is good. With Ronaldo, like look, Double H, I have no expectation for this guy. Like people get excited with their goals and all, but it's just more of a nostalgia. It's like more. So I look at Ronaldo and I mean I have no expectation for the guy. So even if he underperform, I don't rate him. And then with the overall team, Maguire. I mean I don't need to say anything. And,
Wait, so
yeah.
should Cristiano consider retirement if
I-
Portugal don't qualify
by
for
the
the
way,
World Cup?
The double. I said this months ago. If anyone wants to pull out the receipt, I said this is Ronaldo's last season at United, and I'll still stick with that point. Because what's it called? I don't see how.
No.
I don't
Because
see
this is
how he
because
continues
like
playing.
like Juju man. See, for me, like
Yeah.
I genuinely like fear for him because do you know why I fear for
Yeah.
him is because he still believes he's an elite player. But because there was just a moment in the game where he tried to dribble, and I was like, God,
Yeah,
this guy's old.
Yeah.
This guy is
Yeah.
old. I'm like, but he won't listen. Because I said to him, I was like, Christian, if let's say United don't make top 4,
yeah.
Portugal don't qualify for the World Cup, you might as well just.
Do you know what it is, Double H? It's the high the players get when they hear an entire stadium chant their name, the adrenaline. They don't want to give that one up. That's why you see like a lot of players like they're trying to stay as long as possible. They don't want to give that one up. But it's like with him, it's like I mean, it's over unless he plays like in. He might go to like maybe he didn't do it in Syria, which is surprising. Then he might go to another league because it's like if United are a
No,
serious team.
but I mean, where do you go? Because remember, he has very high wages. Where do you? He can't go to Real Madrid.
Yeah, what's it called? I'm thinking PSG. I'm thinking PSG because it's like
But, I mean,
there'll be an
PSG
opening.
would make sense because we all talk about like Messi, all he does is create now, and Ronaldo, all he needs is service. I mean,
Yeah.
1 + 1 = 2, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
And then
There's no way they could coexist in the same team. No way.
Look.
forward,
No, at
relax.
this
You're
age,
talking
like, you
about
would need so many players to do that. Running for them, it would not work.
Yeah, but and then let's say
you're
I've been saying this, and just one other thing. Sorry for just one other thing. I've been saying this for a long time, and I get a lot of stick for this. But managers, it's like I told you, like, the German guys are upset. I told you, like, Ralph is no good. He's no good manager. He's good at talking, like with presenting himself. He's really good at that.
Juju man, don't tell me you're blaming Ralph now for what's
No,
happening.
I'm just saying, like, Ralph. Yeah, that's why I can't blame the players. Like, they just look terrible, and I look at the manager first, and it's not like, because people say, like, I think people say, like, you have to blame the players, but I look at the manager, and it's like it just, the team doesn't look good. Like, the team doesn't look good. They press, but they're not doing anything.
Juju man, that's United. You see, Juju man, so United have spent 500 million.
Yeah.
Over 5 years. 500. No, sorry. No, 600. 600.
Yeah.
600 million. Are you saying that over those 5 years, the issue is still with the manager? That they've managed just to always get the wrong manager?
No. I think the issue is the same with PSG. I'm thinking maybe it's the sporting director where they want to have an impact where to prove it's like Jerry Rice with the Bulls or the Jerry Klaus or whatever his name is with the Bulls, where he wants to show his worth. He wants to prove his worth. So if he gets the players, and so that if the team wins, he wants to get the credit. It's the same with the United, where it's like all these coaches are not even given full authority, and they're getting coaches that are like short-term fixing instead of just betting on one guy and then putting all your resources in the other guy. So I think it's management in general. It's the same with PSG. The management is like where it's like a sporting director or the top guy.
So okay. For this game now,
yeah,
who is to blame? Were Atletico too good? Disaster class by Cristiano? Do you blame Ralph? Were United not good enough? I mean, like, okay, why did United go out? Because people thought I thought United would go through.
I do too. I think I'd say like most of the blame goes to. I mean, the players are not good enough. So I mean, people say CR7 this that. Like I've said this and I've gotten a lot of stick. I don't rate the guy and everything. So I have no expectations for this guy. When he scores, it's like yeah, it's good. But when he doesn't, I mean, I don't have expectation. But I'll say most of it is it's Ralph. I'll blame Ralph because it's like I did
no, man. I wait for the day that you blame. Basically, I wait for the day that you blame the players.
Oh yes, the players that I blame is Rashford, Pogba were not good. Rashford and Pogba, I think they were the worst players. Ronaldo was terrible, but at least he was trying. The other were just they didn't add anything.
Wait! You said Ronaldo was terrible, but he was trying.
Yes, he was trying, but I like a player that tries even though he's playing terrible. Like Rashford and Pogba, they didn't do anything. Like they literally didn't. Like they were terrible.
Dude, man, but Pogba has a World Cup though. Pogba has a World Cup, so it doesn't.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. And then with Atleti, just on a positive before I end, on a positive, with Atleti, I think Felix was good, and then the right back, what's his name? He used to play for Madrid. Llorente was good. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, no. Lodi was a lot better than him, I'd say.
Yeah, but still,
he was okay. He was okay. He wasn't great. Yeah, and also, he stupidly was offside for that goal that should have gone to Felix.
So. No. But Double H. Wait, it wasn't okay. We have to take into account like he was marking Sancho. That's difficult. Like,
Sancho was garbage today. My God.
No, but still.
Wait. I'm gonna speak on Sancho.
I'm
gonna talk about Sancho.
Okay. Look, Jim. Okay, wait. Let me get some dubs so that I can come to the other guys, man. So guys,
right, okay.
Your boy Casey says the only sad part is Simeone will get 5. Oh, is he? But here's the thing, though. This win isn't as big as the Liverpool win, but this kind of win will give people that false hope that Simeone, look at what he's done. But then again, look, this United team is trash. It is trash. So I don't know how much tax you can put on this win. Football Elder says, if you call this a Felix masterclass, then football is dying.
Exactly. Speak on it, man.
It was a damn good.
No, it wasn't a good performance.
You have to watch the game. From a psychological point of view, the guy plays.
It wasn't a good performance. This guy kept losing the ball on a consistent basis. He wasn't that effective in attack.
Compared to my goat. Wait, hold on. Zeman compared to my goat. Compared to my goat, it was a masterclass. That's why I said compared to my goat. It was a masterclass.
But Argo started juggling. Remember that in the beginning of the game to show how good he is in his touches, man. That's my goal, bro. Felix would never. Felix would never in a big game.
Well,
He
he
can
was gonna stop at the beginning
dribble,
of
but
the
he
game.
can't dribble. What is this?
Bro.
Let me talk. I have to go, man. Let me talk on this.
Wait. Oh, okay. Abdul, quickly have your say so I can get through this other dubs. Quickly have your say. Go for it.
No, it's not gonna be quick. So now read the dub. It's not gonna be quick. I have a list HH of things I want to get through.
All right, okay. So David T. Bro, my mental health. I'm done with this club for real.
Bro, the guy in your
Surely
AD literally
it isn't
made a
gonna
speech
be
to the
worse.
referee about 10 pages long throughout the
No,
entire game.
but see, my thing, David T. is what, are you saying that you're on loan from United? Because last I checked, you were back at United. Now, after this result, are you on loan from United? I need to know. From Jaden Malik, hey Sancho. Damn, I look like a Wobie versus a low block. Hashtag in dogs, hashtag Jebby Sacks, man.
Yeah,
That's real.
facts.
That's real.
We gotta talk about
Monyi K says, your jinx finally worked on Sia 37.
What jinx?
Hashtag Viva Penaldo, man. Oh my god, man. Ice Freezy. Half up, check my Twitter, bro. Okay, I'll check it, bro. Dajo RF, man. Thank you for the Dajo, man. It says, when CR7 doesn't score, he's useless. Bro, Sanchez was pocketed the entire 90. Bruno is a fraud. Logba, the pass merchants, is a bold fraud. Now, and Trashford tax was real. Hashtag stop being reactionary. What about that? My statement is false. That when Cristiano doesn't score, he's useless.
No, but here's the thing. You say that, but the problem is he was not their worst player. That's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
if he's their worst player and he drops his dash and like all he does is score, and he's your worst player, it's fine. But the fact that he's not their worst player
Yeah,
is
but
a
he's
huge
supposed
problem.
to be the best player.
He was trying. He was
Yeah,
trying.
no. No, if you're called the GOAT, I need more than try. You see, trying is for Fred, for McTominay, for so forth. If you're called the GOAT,
Mr. Champions League. Mr.
I
Champions
need,
League.
and Mr. Champions, I need more than try.
bro.
100% no, I need more than try. So my things are no, I am looking at you, Cristiano, because they told me you're the GOAT. They told me that this Messi did this bomb. You're not going to now perform a masterclass when Messi went out. Bro, what the hell did Cristiano do apart from juggle in the first minutes? What did this guy actually do? Bro, let's be real. What did this guy actually? I'm sorry. If we're going to crap on Messi, we have to crap on this dude as well. We have to keep this the same.
I mean,
energy,
you weren't
bro.
directing traffic, HH, with his hand signals. I mean, that was pretty amazing.
Your boy Casey says Messi still works excellently as a central midfielder. This clown does well versus Spurs. Certainly, he's good. No, he is, will always be an overrated tap-in merchant. God.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Mr. Man.
Take away the was, and that's correct.
Simeone finally won over Cristiano. Hashtag Opa Atleti. Yeah, he's finally got the dub over them. And I'll say, why were guys throwing their underwear, water bottles, and everything at Simeone? Bro, he was just running into the freaking tunnel, bro. Like, as a man, guys were going crazy.
No, Simeone loved every moment of that. You
Oh,
could
no,
tell he
he
really
loved
loved every
that.
Bro, he was
moment.
just jogging into the
He
tunnel.
loved every moment of
People
that.
playing
I know he
he
did. So, okay, your boy QC said, I was told he shows up when his team needs him. Look, man, he can't do it every game. Detroit Rock says, shout out to all United fans. Lead level, LSK, and last year. Hashtag break. Oh, man. QC8 says, they told me he was the GOAT. 0 shot. This can't be right.
He's right.
It's right.
It's
This
true.
is a lie. This is a lie. He had.
No, but that's a
No,
problem.
it is
That's
true.
a huge
It is
That's a
true.
lie. That's a
No,
lie.
Bro,
he had
check
a-
his expected goals.
QC8, you're not going to come on this Haggard and spread lies and all that kind of crap. That's a lie. Next, see, we're not going to do that. We're not going to lie. He had at least 2 shots. He didn't have 0 shots over 2 legs. That's a lie. Get the hell out of here.
Is that like how you're saying that Messi has 3 goals in no games?
Get the hell out of here. 0 shots over together. In 180 minutes, he didn't have. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Daniel Gonzalez. Free João Felix. Simeone deserves jail time. Thank you.
No,
a guy that represents
no, this is
technique.
bullshit.
Technique.
This is
Zeman.
bullshit, man.
Technique. Okay, see what's on technique. What's it called? Sauceman says Simeone gave them that tactical Lalini. No. Tactically, he said what's up. Tactically, he said what's up. But it is what it is, man. The United team is trash, man. Lukaku, HH finally reached Lille. Well done, Lukaku. Well done, bro. Well done. Casey says Phase 1, CR7 destruction done. Next, World Cup 22 kickoff.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
next
This
week,
could be a
man.
tough month.
Oh,
Next
It could be a
week,
tough
man.
month.
They're getting knocked
He's
out in the
making-
group
It
stage.
could be a tough month. No, I have faith. I have faith, Christian. I have faith in Christian with
He's
Portugal. I
gonna
have
be in
faith.
Qatar. He's gonna be in Qatar. He's going to Qatar.
Bracket said, Jinx Lep, no City versus Benfica, please. I can confirm Man City will get Benfica in the quarterfinals. That's happening. So, like, there's no point. They're getting Benfica in the next round. So it is what it is. Like, it's already
Getting
done.
Benfica or Atletico?
Wait,
Ajax, man.
I strongly disagree, bro. It's only right we get Benfica. Remember, we drew them in the round of 16. It's only
Angola,
Yeah, it's
so we need
only
Benfica,
right.
bro. So Angola,
Yeah,
we need
but
remember,
Benfica.
we
those
drew them.
Benfica
We drew
haters-
Guys,
UEFA
hold up. Let me read this
UEFA
jobs.
haters
Hold up.
spoken.
Hold up.
This is
Hold up.
facts. This is facts.
Hold up. Kule Axel says, check Ronaldo's XG today.
Oh, I think I sent it to you. in
Yeah.
your-
Nah, but HH, I sent you in DMs.
Yeah,
Lord,
dude,
oh
you're gonna be
Lord.
shocked by it. Check it. Yeah.
Nah, he's not gonna be shocked. No, he's not gonna be shocked. There's nothing.
This is the
Sapura
goal.
Mumusa says, United don't enjoy La Liga teams. 2018 by Sevilla, 2019 by Barcelona, 2020 by Sevilla. Hey, wow.
That's why you know what Muntaha calls Man United HH. You know what Muntaha calls them?
What does it call them?
La Liga bitches.
Oh my god.
No, that is true. Like,
Well, Dennis Boris says Atletico Madrid had 8 players missing. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thomas Lamar and what is it? Was it Carrasco?
What's it called? Miguel Rabina
Right.
literally says Leicester sold Chilwell, Kante, Maris, and Maguire, and yet all but Jerry have succeeded. The one player Man United got from Leicester had them in the mud. Wow, that's real. That's real. And from Doug, who says CR7 and Messi out in the round of 16 for the second year. Oh, did you even lose support in round of 16?
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man, how times have changed, but football needs a breath
He
of
played
fresh air.
even
Yes.
worse last
Do
year.
you know what's crazy about the Messi one? He missed the penalty in that first leg. Like no one even said it.
Yeah, he did. But
Exactly.
Cristiano
I
Sosa.
wish my goal Ronaldo had a penalty.
Wait, hold on. Abdul, where's your list? Abdul.
Yeah, I got it.
Why couldn't my goal get a penalty?
Wilton, man, can you let the guy talk, please? Abdul, where's your
No, but
list?
I
Read
just
your
want to
list.
start off and say, HH, I've never been happier to lose money, HH. I've never been this happy. to lose
Again?
money.
Goodness sake, how much did you bet?
Jesus Christ.
I didn't lose much, but
Goodness.
HH, like our jinx work, man. Our jinx work.
Wait, okay, hold on. So you bet money that United would win.
We'll go through, not win. Go through.
Abdul, you are weird. I understand it, but you're weird. But I understand it because I'd do the same thing if I had money. So
But HH, can you explain something to me? So, Ronaldo, he unretired Tom Brady on Saturday, but then he decided to retire himself, bro.
don't do that.
But I don't know how it works, but they are, bro. HH, they are really La Liga bitches, man. 5 years in a row. And the funniest thing is, it was this fan base that came out and said, "Oh, Premier League is better than the Liga, therefore we should be steamwalking these guys, bro." Like, oh my god, HH, bro. I don't hate any football club. I do hate fan base. United is up there. Sancho, HH, I've been talking about this guy all season, and you kept deflecting it. I don't know if it's because of his skin tone. You've been deflecting, or what? HH.
Wait, God, the guy is light skin, bro. The guy is your skin tone. He's closer to your skin tone than my skin tone. So, if anything, you should be defending him.
HH, this guy was pocketed by Llorente, who isn't even a defender, bro. He plays right wing or right mid for Atletico Madrid.
So,
now.
are you saying Bundesliga tax? Is that what you're saying?
HH is more than Bundesliga tax. HH, this guy moves in like 0.5 speed. Like, he's so easy to defend. Like, Mans wasn't even like being tackled. He was just like, you were just kicking the ball away from him every time he had it. That's how slow he is, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I told you this guy's a flop, man. And because he bowled against Leeds and Brighton, people thought he was back, man. Come on,
Abdul, talk about our goats, man. What's now
wait,
for
let
our
me
goats?
talk about Bruno first. HH. We did know that he's 27, right? And before this season,
Abdul, what did Sancho do against your boys, Manchester City?
but he scored one lucky goal and then disappeared for the rest of the game. But what I was gonna say is, HH, we would like Bruno. He hadn't made a knockout appearance in the Champions League prior to the season, and it's safe to say he still hasn't made that appearance yet because there's no way he played in these last 2 games. HH, there's no way. There is no way. This guy might be the most overrated player I've ever in my life witnessed. The most overrated. Like you talk about Bex HH. I think this guy, he might be up there.
Relax.
He's more overrated than Beckham. 100% more overrated.
Yeah,
He's not won a trophy in his entire career.
You know, like I was listening to Juju, man. You know, and I do agree that the manager is a problem, but it's not his fault. It's the board's fault because, bro, like they are not backing a manager long term who is good enough. Like the only manager they've really backed is Oli, and he clearly wasn't good enough. Like, bro, none of these players are his, you know. So how can you blame Ragnick when
it's a broken team? It's a broken team.
Yeah, bro. Like,
no. But Abdul, look at what Tuchel did. That wasn't his team. He came in right in the middle of the season after that bum-ass tyrant almost ruined that whole team, and he won a UCL.
Yeah, bro. I know, but Tuchel's actually he's actually a world-class manager. But HH, you have to pull up what I sent you. Like, you can't ignore it. You can't I have to have it in the background when I'm talking.
Oh, I see. Look, see, Abdul, if this is anything against our guy, man, then look, I'm not a stats guy. It's just that look, because for me this means nothing to me because I'm from the old school, so I don't know what this means, but it just looks funny, man. But
and that's the only thing we expect from him.
But but
doesn't that happen if you don't take any shots?
No. But Abdul, are you shocked though by this? And also, by the way, that whole thing of 0 shots in both legs, I'm still going to research that though, because
you have to apologize to Simeone.
No, why?
You do it.
No.
Wait, but did you say that if they eliminate United, he has your utmost respect?
Wait, why should
no?
I
never said
Simeone,
that,
bro.
I never said that.
He beat a mid-table Prem team.
Abdul, land, man. Finish your point, man.
Nah. I think you need to apologize to Simeone because,
no, I don't.
Like he came up against the world's most expensive team tonight.
Home. Bro, Villarreal beat those bums in the Europa League final, bro. Relax.
And so what? They didn't have the
what does that do with anything? Atleti beat Liverpool too, bro, at Anfield. So what are you talking about?
Why are you defensive?
Because
I don't like Simeone.
Wait, guys. One second. Let Abdul just.
We're talking about the world's most expensive team. He came to United, full stadium. He came to Old Toilet, full stadium. The crowd was against him. Yeah, he might have had a little help from the referee, but we're not gonna talk about that because that doesn't fit the narrative. But HH, bro, like he done a masterclass on them, bro. He got his goal and he defended they defended so well, bro. But to be fair, bro, like HH, United are crap, man. Like all
these guys are crap.
They couldn't hold up. They couldn't bro. There was no attack. Like they would just pass the ball.
There's no creativity, bro. There's no creativity.
Bro. And to be fair, all banter aside, I don't want to. Bro, I feel sad for Ronaldo because because Mans wasn't getting no service. So
See, this is a question I want to ask everyone, and this I'm going around the room. I'm going to ask you to Abdul because we know we both have a love for Cristiano in a way that other guys don't. So if our GOATs United team don't make top 4. And if our GOAT doesn't qualify for the World Cup, should he retire?
Yes, he has to.
Yeah, man.
He has to
take to the World Cup, and he's gonna be in the Champions League next
honestly
season.
Though,
bro, he still believes he's 20 years old, so I don't know.
Okay, Abdul, explain why do you think our GOAT should retire?
Because this thing is happening where the longer he plays and he puts in these shit displays, the more people are going to remember him for being this shit instead of
But what about his hat-trick against Tottenham? What about his hat-trick against Spurs?
This looks bad on Spurs.
Bro, he's such a narrative merchant.
Conte's looking funny, man.
Conte's looking funny, yeah, bro. Like this looks bad on Spurs. Like how these men allowed him to score a hat-trick, and that's why you have to respect Simeone, bro. He didn't allow him to have a shot.
What's that, Abdul? Is it the
but
coach
that's
is important
service as well.
I mean, I don't know.
You were slating Simeone weeks ago, man. Juju, man, shut up.
No,
Rio Ferdinand, he just said on TV that Atletico Madrid, they have players that no matter what the manager says, they go out and do it 100%. And bro, you gotta respect him. Like he has players that he has full control over, and Ragnick clearly doesn't, bro. He doesn't. And bro, Pogba, man, please grow back in that hair. Like, bro, you're looking like a black Johnny Sins out here, man. No tackling, bro.
Whoa.
Nah, bro, he was doing nothing, bro.
God damn.
What did he do? He came on the 5th minute,
Yeah,
bro. He was
it's
doing
terrible.
nothing, bro.
It's terrible. People used to compare him to De Bruyne.
Yeah,
bro,
Digi, man.
and Digi, man, Rashford. First of all, Rashford, get no surgery, bro. Your nose is too big.
He has the MBE. Relax, bro. He has the
Nah,
MBE.
wait. He's being caught offside because of his nose. Second of all, bro, this guy is finished. This guy is horrible. He's garbage.
Yeah, he's so bad.
He can't even
No,
pass the
but
ball.
do you know what's so weird is that? That's why I said in my thing, like, why would he take off Elanga?
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
Bro, like,
I think
he literally was like United's
That's
best.
what I mean. Ralph tactically got it wrong.
Yeah, like he was their best attacking threat. Like, I'm not going to say that the manager was at fault or so forth. The only thing that Ralph did wrong was taking off Elanga for Rashford.
HH, you know Allegri, he's looking like a genius, man. He really got rid of this guy and replaced him with the itch.
The itch.
But yeah, that's all I was gonna say. But HH, like, please just apologize, man. Apologize
to Simeone.
Yeah, man.
No,
There's no need to apologize, HH.
No, there's no need. Bro, it's no apologize.
What he
Bro,
did today, he
bro,
deserves credit for, but it's not
for
something
what?
worth giving an
For beating
apology.
Wait, guys, hold on, quick. Let me take some doses, and I need to come to Osasuna and then to the rest of you guys, man. So your boy Jose Maria dos Santos Mourinho. I said in 2018 Football Heritage, they insulted me. Mourinho, who's laughing now, bro? Who is laughing now, Mourinho, man? Mourinho, who is laughing now? You're that dude, bro. Mourinho, they will bow down to you. David T, but by tractors, I mean United players. Oh, Lord. LT, shout out to Labille. 0 UCL goals since 2018. GOAT midfielder.
Oh, boom.
MT, you're a hater, man. Julian Alvarado says, it's been a very rough turn of events for Ronaldo. I think Ralph Rangnick didn't make the right setup or make the right decisions. HH summed up everything up perfectly. Not much to say. Yeah, look, for me, everybody has something to blame. Ralph has something to blame. Cristiano not being effective has something to blame. The service to Cristiano has something to blame. Sanchez has something to blame. The lack of imagination and creativity have something to blame. And you can say to yourself that defensively, who the hell was watching Lodi for that pass? That it was obvious Griezmann was going to make that pass to the back post. Who was watching him? So for United, man, you guys, you only have yourselves to blame. Osuna, talk to me, bro. Then we'll go around the room. Osuna, talk to me.
So the thing is, I think this is a huge problem with leadership. It's a problem with the fact that your captain is your worst player. The fact that your captain is there means because your captain is a defender and he's your worst player. So that means that you have to compensate for him because Ralph Rangnick. Because if it was just Maguire, I would say he's delusional. But it's because he keeps having to play Maguire. He keeps having to play Rashford. He keeps having to play Bruno. I'm like. I feel like he's being pressured to play these players. Maybe I'm wrong, I'm not going to just assume this, all right? I don't know anything, but it just feels like it. But regardless, Harry Maguire is playing. And because Harry Maguire is playing, you have to compensate for that by having a very defensive structure. Your fullbacks can't push up, and that creates a problem against Atletico Madrid. Because there is one very, very easy way to beat Atletico Madrid. That's bypass their fullbacks. If you get past Enan Lodi, if you get past Hermoso, if you get past Today Llorente, it's a very easy goal. It's how we scored twice against them this season. It's how we scored against them last season. It's how Barcelona scores against them. It's how you beat Allegri's Juventus. It's the same way that you beat Allegri's Juventus. You have to go and overlap beyond the fullbacks of Atletico Madrid. But because the fullbacks have to stay back to compensate for Maguire, you can't have that happening. And that's why people like Sancho, people like Elanga don't look effective because their fullbacks have cover. They have because the winger is going to cover with the fullback, and it just looks like like nothing's happening because they can't penetrate Atletico.
No, but also as well, like that. Yes, you can say that is one way, but you can also look centrally, and the issue centrally is you have a dude, Bruno Fernandes, who treats the ball.
That's what I was coming to next.
Like a hot potato, it's like.
What Bruno Fernandes does is what he plays. He plays random number generator. He basically he plays roulette with the football. He says, "Here we go. I'm going to make a pass. I see one player running. He's about 30 yards away. He doesn't see a pass that's 5 yards away. He only sees the one that's 30 yards away. So he just plays. That's why it looks like, if you look at his highlights, he looks great. He has all these flashy long-range passes and assists, all these crazy goals. But if you look at him in a match, 90 minutes, he's trying to do it all the time, and that's why he gets those highlights. It's all he does.
Do you know what's? I read this somewhere. Someone said like Bruno Fernandes plays like there's a 30-second shot clock. Like that's how.
No, yeah, 100%.
Exactly. Like
no. I said like he treats the ball like a hot potato. That's my God. I've got to get rid of this as quickly as possible. There is zero composure with that dude.
And it's the complete opposite of Pogba, who all he does is just try to stay on the ball, and he doesn't release the ball. So you have two problems there. You have McTominay and Fred, who, to be fair, Fred discovered his inner Brazilian these last two games. Like
he was good.
Did you see the skill he did by the byline?
Yeah.
Exactly. He's gonna score the game-winning goal at the World Cup final in 2020.
No,
Okay,
he's
don't
not.
relax. So when it comes to, and you could tell because every time that United did something or created something, it was because of Fred. He was the only one creating something. Bruno is supposed to be your creative player, but when he's playing roulette ball and every roulette hits on red when he bets black every single time, it's just not going to work. So when that's where you get no attacking structure. Your center back is again at fault for the goal because your friend Maguire, your captain, because he comes out, can't tackle to get the ball, and that's why it leads to the situation where now he can't make up space. He's out of the game, and then Dalot has to mark two players. If it comes to the player that's central, he looks like a fool, and so he has to mark him, and then he can't mark the player at the back post. So it just puts his team in a dangerous position. And as captain, how can you be doing this? This is the whole core problem with Manchester United. Because of that, they can't create chances, they can't get up forward, and they can't create massive chances for a guy who looks like a geriatric when he doesn't score because he's 37. People who try to defend him now and call him the GOAT, I'm like, listen. When he retires, we can talk about the things he did. But right now, he's not doing the things he used to do. What he did against Spurs, maybe because he took a week off, he looked knackered today. Because right now, he's getting bullied off the ball. He's getting bullied off in headers. He's getting bullied in every situation. You would never say that about 28-year-old Ronaldo, that he was getting bullied.
And I think that's why it's like.
Now, to be fair though, he started the game very well in the first 20 minutes.
TP Ups is not playing well.
He was tracking back, bro. He was everywhere.
But you see, overall, I think that is why it's problematic for Cristiano, because my thing is that you're looking at a guy where your legacy is set, 100% set.
Yeah, just retire.
But we have to now, because we have to look at this game, and people have to, you don't want to look bad, because this guy looked like this guy's too old. This guy's too, like, as you said, second half and so forth, looks like this guy's tired. He's fatigued.
You can't
he's
play 3 games in
and it's sorry. I need someone just to find. There was a footage. It was deep in the second half, and he was trying to get the ball back slowly and so forth. And if he was 25, that ball maybe goes to the bro. The way he did it, I was like, man, bro. This it looks bad. It looks bad.
Then question for everyone. Then
it's down to managing though.
Remember wait, hold on. Let Osuna finish. Osuna.
All right.
That's it. It's like it's just
a
crap performance by Manchester United.
Do you think?
Judgment. What's it?
Yeah. Do you think then Ronaldo should start in the World Cup qualifiers, or should he be benched? Do you think like Portugal should play?
No. He has to start, bro. Like
even if he's not doing
it's judgment.
Because it's on him, Juju.
So I mean, if he has a role to play, but you need, because look, remember, Portugal have João Cancelo, they have what's it called?
Bernardo Silva.
They have guys that. So the issue is, can the manager create a situation to put him in goal scoring positions? This is not about Cristiano. It's not changed. Give him service. That guy can say what's up. He had no shots on target. But if you give him service, I will still put my money down on this guy can put that ball in our net. If you don't give him service, so he can't create goals off his own back. He could do that maybe like once every 6-8 months. So 99% of his goals as a 37-year-old right now is reliance on you putting him in goal scoring opportunities. If you can't do that, he ain't gonna help you in this freaking team.
It's all about game managing. Even when there's Zidane used to game manage him. Some games Zidane didn't even play him at all. He would bring him off early because he was getting old. You because that's just how it is. You have to game manage Cristiano Ronaldo. If you expect him to be running for 90 minutes like he's in his prime, it's not gonna work. And that's
what if he demands to play, bro? Remember,
no, but Zidane,
this is Zidane. Zidane can do what he wants, bro. You know that. So
I actually agree with Wilton because before the Spurs game, he didn't even play for like 2 weeks. First game back, he drops a hattie on them.
Yeah?
So.
And as for the Portugal thing, Juju, he has to play because let's say Ronaldo doesn't play, they're still gonna blame it on him. Like it's his country, he has to.
Let me read Hassan. Talk to me, Hassan.
Yeah, bro. One entertaining game, but Atletico did their thing. Listen, CR Kelly doing what he does basically every other game. Not when he doesn't score. Listen, I can't put this L on Ralph. When you got a clown like Maguire at the back, who's captain, but looks shaky every 2 seconds. De Gea is the most overrated keeper this decade, probably. The guy, listen, he's an all right shot stopper when he's facing hella shots, but bro, his distribution was awful today. His distribution was awful. Fred looked Brazilian today.
Fred said what's up. He found his passport. He found his passport.
Bro, he threw away his British passport and he found a Brazilian one.
Last two games.
Yeah, last 2 games he looked good.
He threw away his Brexit passport.
His Queen Lizzie passport. He threw that away, bro. But listen, Scott McTominay does what he always does. Absolutely nothing. Sancho, listen. It might be Bundesliga tax for Sancho. Listen, I know he was going against 2-3 guys at the back, but he doesn't look threatening on the ball. He doesn't create that many chances.
No, but see, Hassan, my thing though is, if these dudes don't get top 4,
but the thing is,
could look, because you see, Hassan, I still believe they'll get top 4.
Yeah, I'm scared they're gonna get top 4. I'm scared they're gonna get
because I don't trust Arsenal. But if they don't,
but it might be for the better though. I think United fans should be happy they went out to Atletico because if they went through to the next round, it could have got ugly, bro.
Yeah.
It could have got ugly.
Atletico are getting pummeled next round.
Yeah.
But Hassan, see, my thing is they were holding on to that hope of like a fairy tale story of what if Cristiano just somehow leads us on an unlikely journey to a final and a final. So now it's like, basically, now it's for sure there is no fairy tale or anything. You are not winning a trophy this year. That is now official now. So all you're playing for is top 4 now.
And if you don't get top 4, Premier League.
That's a yellow card. You said the Prem. I think it's the first time Ronaldo's gone out without a trophy for 16 years. Apparently, I think 16 years. This first season going out without a trophy.
Oh wow!
No, that's not true. He went trophyless in the 09-10 Madrid season.
No, United didn't. But anyway, listen, Felix did his thing. I think Griezmann was decent today.
He was decent.
We said Lodi, listen, that was a quality finish, but the defending from the back 4 of United, bro. Herrera was decent today. Oblak somehow decided to be a good keeper. But listen, I'm not gonna praise that terrorist Simeone. Listen, just because you beat United, you're gonna go play 10 at the back again in your next La Liga game and play Felix at the right wing back. Listen.
Okay,
go ahead. But listen, shout out to my goat Mourinho. They called him the problem, the toxic manager, but he's the last manager won him a trophy.
100%, man.
So
I'm gonna go to Ford then to use him. Let me just get these jobs and Ford and Zeman. So where are we right now? David C says Ralph played the formation suited to these tractors. Diggers say LL gets me out of the academy, induct CR Kelly, vamos. You know what?
Damn.
Okay, fine. You can leave the academy, but anything else normal. But I'll
at least
let you do that.
tier 3.
Yeah, I can put in tier 3. Ajax, F you, F that cloud. Clowns cost me money. Why would you put money on Ajax? And we're going to talk about Ajax. And Osuna, I need you to talk to me about Ajax. We'll get
I'm going in on those guys.
Those losers, man. Albert Cardenia says, I'm surprised Cristiano didn't go to Clown College. He looked so good at juggling. From his CSM. Bro, that was, easy. He was feeling himself. Like, okay, Cristiano, he's and then
he was in the mood. He was in the mood for another hat trick.
Ricardo, don't do that. Ricardo, don't. Ricardo, this is supposed to be a solemn stream, man. This is supposed to be serious. Osasuna speaks at 1.5 times speed. By the way, well, I can understand him. He does speak quickly, but I took quickly so I can understand guys who does speak quick. By the way, respect Ronaldo. I do. I respect him. And that's weren't you twerking for this dude for Man City? Yeah, you were. Casey, Maguire almost gave a goal to Felix. Bro, do you know? I think this guy averages a mistake in every single game.
Bro,
Every single game.
did you see this guy trying to dribble in his own hat and he kept turning and turning and turning? Dribbling is worse than Cristiano.
Bro, it's like Maguire. Varane can do that, not you. He hoofed that ball off, bro. Kelvin Sahiro, thank you for the dub. Man United under Fergie were well known and feared in the world, but now they are famous but no longer dangerous. Maguire is an ice cream van in a United shirt. God, and that's guys. That's facts. Ford, talk to me, bro. No, it's very respectful.
Yeah. Look, before I get onto United, let's talk about some of the positives today from a Atletico point of view. Because obviously we know we got to go in on United as usual. But with Atletico, I thought obviously they defended very well. Jimenez had a very good game. I thought the wing backs were excellent today. Obviously Felix, come to Chelsea, bro. We need some of that sauce at the
yes,
Okay.
please.
Griezmann had a good game. And, I will give Simeone his props. Again, he did well. I'm not going to go over the top with praise because, Chris Wilder just came with Middlesbrough and knocked Man United out in the cup. So let's not go over the top, but he deserves his credit, of course. But clearly the man of the match by far today, I think we all need to give this man a round of applause because the performance was just sensational. Have hope, football heart. Bro, your jinx, it paid off, man. Your jinx, undefeated, bro. Undefeated, undisputed, best jinx in the game, bro. My goodness. Ronaldo came with a hat-trick against Spurs and the jinx shut it all down, man. Wow.
Thank you, bro. We thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. Hey, got to feed the streets, man. But listen, we got to talk about United now because, HH, this is a culmination of a lot of things that we said for a long time about a lot of these players. You remember the talks that we had with obviously Terry, and shout out Terry, but the conversation we used to have about Rashford, about him being the next Henry they were talking about. Bro, he barely looks like a professional footballer now.
For this guy, the scary thing is, how old is Elanga? I think Elanga's what's 20. Is he? Wait, is Elanga 18? Is he even 20?
19.
Oh, you want to check Elanga?
I think he's 20. I think he's 20.
No, he's actually 19. 19.
He's
19.
A teenager has more maturity and better football intelligence and composure than you. Fully in your 20s. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Do you guys think Rashford is making it to the World Cup team? Or it's too early?
No, he won't.
Oh, no, he's not.
PR game day.
Bro, he has an MBE. He's in there. Of course he's in the team. He's got a freaking MBE, bro.
Southgate's a pussy, you're taking.
You really think he's going to make it to
the World Cup?
It's going to be difficult to make it.
I don't think so.
Let's not forget already.
No. Unless he's fully trashed, then no. But there's so much politics involved in the whole Rashford thing that it's complicated.
Is
so
MB taxes that much?
If this continues, he won't make it.
He's gonna feed the
because look at it, guys. Already in the squad last year was Saka, Grealish, Foden, and then they're all having Grealish not having the best season, but he will get into the squad again. You have people who are outside the squad, like Emma Smith-Rowe, he's having a good season. Maddison's having a pretty good season. We know Mount's gonna get picked. It's gonna be difficult for Rashford to get in there. So even Harvey Barnes at Leicester, Sancho will get in there. So it's difficult for Rashford, but again, I don't want to pile on the kid. He's feeding the streets. He's literally feeding the streets. Football is just—it's not the one. But then we come on to Harry Maguire, and again at the time, HS, my thoughts on the guy. For me, the worst signing in Premier League history, the worst captain in Man United's history. At the time, they could have bought Koulibaly.
I'm here.
RDS, left forward.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Red Magpies.
How good is God that Red Devils will come just as I'm speaking? This is beautiful. We were just talking about your club captain, RDS. Harry Maguire, for me, the worst captain in Man United's history.
I don't
the worst signing in Premier League history.
Oh wait, that's a bit hard. That's the worst signing Premier League history. I think of the worst, but yeah.
When you consider the money spent, again, people like to say Pogba, which I disagree with, although Pogba hasn't lived up to his potential. But with Maguire, 85 million. He was coming off of all the cap about the World Cup they had with England, the Leicester, all of that. But the performances have been diabolical, on a regular basis.
I don't know what to say. He's been bad. I don't know. I agree. He's an awful defender. I don't know what else to say. But the thing is that it's clearly a board higher up thing as to what I hate echo, man. Where's that coming from? Is that okay? It's clearly higher up, as to why he keeps on being played and being picked, and necessarily, I believe anyway, a managerial decision, because he's the captain, or he's English, or he's 80 minutes. I've got no idea. So because this is the thing. There's certain things in United where you're like, I like Ralph. I like how direct he is. I think if he was in complete and total charge, I don't think Maguire would probably be playing. But as you saw in the game, when Darren Fletcher got a yellow card, like what's Darren Fletcher doing in the? What's he doing in the dugout? He's the technical director. What is he doing there? So that tells me that there's certain extensions from powers that be that potentially have their say on who gets picked. So what can you do?
So here,
and obviously, I'm
waiting for that CR37 pack, bro.
We're gonna come to that. But again, I'm not gonna pile on Oli here because obviously he's gone. But this was some of the issues and the legacy of Oli's the mess that he left by making Maguire captain at a time where he kind of ostracized De Gea because he spoke out publicly against Oli. Obviously, Pogba had his contractual issues, so he wasn't going to give it to them two, who were the most experienced players at the time. So they rushed the armband onto Maguire because he's English, he's the centre back. Was he really ever a leader? No, he isn't. And when you look at that back three now, because we have to talk about De Gea, who again made a couple decent saves, but with his feet, he's one of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen with their feet. And this is the modern era, like where you're meant to be good with your feet. It's incredible. And when you have the back three of him, Maguire, and Varane, who isn't the greatest on the ball, he's quick. But he's never been the greatest on the ball. And he was carried by Ramos, who was next to him as the ball playing centre back. That's why you don't get. That's why they're just playing up from the back. They're just not a very good team.
Lindelof is actually probably the best ball player in terms of on the ball compared to the centre backs, and obviously
it's shocking because if you were to watch this game, let's say if this was the first time watching the game, you would be shocked like how bad some of the defenders, like the centre backs, are bad on the ball. It's like how can you be a professional and not be good on the ball? Like they just look awkward at times.
And imagine Wan-Bissaka wasn't even playing today. And we're saying this. It says a lot. But no, you're absolutely right about Lindelof. Again, I don't think he's the best defensively. He's a bit over maligned, but certainly on the ball, he's actually really good on the ball.
He's basically the best,
Look, everybody's waiting for this one. We got to talk about Bruno. we got to talk about Bruno.
Bruno was bad.
But here's the thing. But before you go, I thought he had COVID. So people say, he's not going to play.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But I don't know how the isolation is working in this country because he did test positive, but I don't know. I thought was it 5? Is it 10? I've got no idea what the isolation was.
They've kind of removed that now, like, to the point where COVID isn't really a big deal.
What? Wait.
Yes, mute your mic.
Is that Yasser? Jesus Christ. I mean, what
are you coming in as I But look, I mean, I feel like I've spoken enough on Bruno, but again, biggest fraud in the game's history. Like, does anybody else know of a bigger fraud in terms of how hyped they were and where the actual level is? Because he's not a number 4.
No.
Marco Asensio.
No, he's up there. Asensio was not near as hyped as he. I mean,
he was.
He was. 2018, he was.
Yeah,
can I just say before people
forward.
So before people give their suggestions, I do actually genuinely want to hear this. Like, let's not forget where Bruno's hype was. Like, and people at RDS will know how big the hype is around somebody like Cantona, how revered he is in Manchester. Bro, you had United legends like Gary Neville and Paul Scholes saying he is the next Cantona, bro. Looking at his stat sheet, saying, look at these stats compared to Cantona's first 50 games. The impact he's having at United, how he's changed the club. He's literally won you 0 trophies. Mind that, he also won 0 trophies in his entire career. And the moment he left Sporting Lisbon, he wasn't known for winning major trophies, fair enough. They won a major trophy the season after he left. They literally won the league title after he left. This guy is a fraud. And we saw it even at the Euros.
But fraud. I think he's people right now are now knowing that, okay, this guy isn't what's... Like, I think everyone's like, geez, this guy really is not that... Remember, I was the sole guy that was like, okay, he's had a good public patch, but is it really that to do that? I was like, no, blah, blah, he's just a hater. But I think he's so useless now. He's such a hot potato merchant right now. The guys are like, this guy's really useless. So he's been exposed. He's been exposed, which is why I didn't even know why he even played this game.
He's the Russell Westbrook of football.
Oh, wow.
No,
James Harden.
because you know what? Westbrook is still talented. Westbrook at the core is still talented. This guy isn't even just on a very core basic level, he's not talented. Westbrook is still at the core a talented player. This guy has no talent.
He can shoot from range, although again, a lot of times it can be erratic, and he's got a good work rate. I can give him that. Other than that, not good composure, not very good technically. But again, I've talked about Bruno enough, so everybody knows my thoughts. And certainly for another day, we can have a video on the biggest frauds in football history, and Bruno will be up there. But just to end on Ronaldo, because Pages doesn't want me to talk on him. Again, I told people not to get too overexcited with the Tottenham performance because he can do that once every now and then, but that isn't his actual level. Again, I do obviously sympathize with him, but he's 38 years of old. 38 years of age. You can't expect him to be carrying this United team. He's got that like people view him at that level because it's Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's not that guy anymore. Like people just need to accept it. And I will come to his defense and say that, but again, this is just my own opinion. Watching United even last season, again, they even finished second last season, so it wasn't that bad. But I said you could even put Lionel Messi in this team and he would struggle. And that was Messi coming off a very good season with Barcelona. And I thought, no matter who you put in this United team, they're just so bad structurally as a team that no individual can change them. And the 38 years of age, Ronaldo wasn't going to change them. So I obviously do feel a bit bad for him. And again, people say, oh, his legacy is going to be ruined now with all this and that. I will come to his defense and say, just like I said of Messi, you need to respect the GOATs. It's not a great look now, but in years come time, people are not going to judge them by what's happening now. Again, same with Michael Jordan and his time with the Wizards at the end of his career. Nobody remembers that. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about Muhammad Ali getting knocked out by Trevor Berbick. Nobody cares about that. Nobody thinks about even Mike Tyson getting knocked out by Kevin McBride. He'd even come up for the 7th round. Nobody talks about that kind of stuff. So I think these things will pass. People will remember Ronaldo for what he was, what he is, what he was, and his legacy will remain the fact that he was one of the greatest, if not the greatest.
But for see, my fear is that Cristiano is a very special.
Wait, hold on. Is it really your fear? Is it really your fear though? Do you really fear it?
Oh no. Let me be real. Let me tell you some of my fear. My fear is this guy doesn't want to retire. And this guy may only retire if, let's say, injury, like serious injury, forces him to retire. I'm like,
Cristiano,
Cristiano
you don't know
is
what the guy thinks, bro.
No, Cristiano is not going to voluntarily retire and I think that you're right,
because he's not winning anything.
Ford, you're right. Like nothing can take away legacy and what he's done before and the period before. So people would always remember your highs over your lows. 100%. Would always remember your highs over your lows. But all I'm saying right now is teams have to move forward. And you can't hold teams back. I still believe that Cristiano was a good option, but with the right. But if you had Conte in charge, I think that he would have sort of gotten the best out of him in that situation than any other manager would.
Do you know what?
Just to finish my point.
Just one point. I think I just want to see Ronaldo in PSG, just for the culture, like Ronaldo, Messi, one season, just for the culture.
It might be.
No culture wants that. Maybe no, Judman. Don't say the culture. Say you, not for the culture.
Yeah, I just want to see that one.
No, I don't want to see that, man.
To be fair,
you can get a stock and red game or something, but not for PSG.
I was gonna just say, to be fair, Buffon is still playing, man. Like, I mean,
second division though. He's
playing totally
Can I speak on this?
I'm gonna talk
Wait, so let me just finish my point before people come back. Right. So I just want to stay with Ronaldo. Look, I do think he wants to stay on. He wants to reach 1,000 goals. I think he has aims to do these kind of things, which I don't think are even possible. To reach another 130 goals, that's a lot. But what I will say is it will be interesting to see where he goes because, again, MLS is obviously off the cards for reasons we know. I don't think he would allow himself to play in like the Saudi league or one of these other leagues that aren't.
For I think
where does he go? Like
I
me,
Mbappe is leaving.
No, what if he goes back to Sporting? So
he's gonna go back to Sporting. He's not going to PSG, man.
What about the Championship?
Sporting. He might go to Sporting and in Portugal. He did always stay here. Yeah.
What I would just say to end on Ronaldo, I think he what he's doing at 38 still needs to be respected. Like, because not many players at any level were performing as good as he is at this age. And I think he still can do good in a cohesive team. Like for Portugal, of course, he has to start those qualifying games because Portugal is a relatively cohesive team. They've got good creative players around him that can get the best out of him and players that can do the running for him. Obviously, at this United team where they're so dysfunctional, they're going to bring the weaknesses out of any single player. And they brought the weaknesses out in Ronaldo that he doesn't like to press as much. The fluidity isn't there. He tries to drift to the wing. He can't dribble past his man. You'll see all of that. But in a cohesive team, he can still do very good things. Not great things, but he can still do a good job.
I mean, to be fair, didn't Ibra score 25 goals in the league at 35?
Dude, Ibra is not playing the Champions League though.
Yeah, Ronaldo's
no, but he's not 25 in the league.
Zeman.
Oh yeah, man. This game, man. I thought it was intriguing the way Atletico came out of it. I thought for the first half, I really thought Man United had the game under control to a certain extent. I felt like they were the better team, but they were losing momentum as the half was nearing its end. And to be honest with you, I thought the combination of Lodi and Griezmann, when it just came to pressing, I thought they were doing well. Even the fact that you have someone like Llorente, who doesn't get that much credit. This guy is tactically flexible. He could play as a CDM if you need him to be. Based on positioning, he could also play as an attacking mid winger if you need him to be. So he's a very comfortable player, and he's kind of underrated in terms of just what he can provide for you as a team. And it really showed because this guy at times will step into the midfield. Sometimes he's stepping as a fullback. And I thought this team was really good when it came to just staying compact compared to Manchester United, who towards the end they were just throwing everything at it. They were throwing everything, every single attacker. It came to the point where they only had three defenders, well, two of them being fullbacks, three defenders, one center back, two fullbacks, and you had Matic just holding it down in the middle of the park, who was also making advanced runs, which is just like if it was
they threw everything there.
No. I thought for a moment like a counterattack would just end them at that moment because there was just so much players going forward. It's to the point where I was just like, this is bound to have a counterattack. Let me go into listen. I just want to start off by saying that I appreciate João Felix. I think he's an amazing talent. I think he's an incredible talent. He's one of my favorite talents to see when he's on form. But João Felix didn't have a good game. I don't understand where people are coming at this good game. And for everyone saying that, oh man, it's the system. João Felix was on form for the past 5 games, guys. Stop trying to make this seem like it was only down to the system. I get it, the system's not getting the best out of him, but to a certain extent, it's like you criticize Sancho. Nobody mentions the position that Sancho finds himself in terms of not having an environment where he can grow. Everyone criticizes him, but everyone seems to miss the mark when it comes to João Felix.
And
so
also
for me,
Zeman, HS also criticized Griezmann. Griezmann had a good game today.
Griezmann had an okay game as long as we get that money. I don't look. Listen, Griezmann, man. Griezmann had. I don't think he had a great game. I don't think he was exceptional. He was good at pressing, but that's about it. That's what I expect from Griezmann. He didn't contribute that much offensively aside from
he got the assist.
To that goal.
The key assist that HS was talking about.
That contribution to that goal. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't think it was only down to Maguire, man. I don't think it was only down to Maguire. I felt like, Alex Telles had a poor game when it came to just defending that flank. And then you had Delort, who lost his man. So it's like that whole defense. The problem with Maguire is not only down to his capabilities as a center back and being able to read the game, which was stupid for him to be pressing Griezmann in the middle of the park, leaving so much gap for the opposition just to pick apart. It's not only that, it's because they don't have any leadership. Like, as everyone stated, man, you can't, like, Varane is not a leader. Varane needs someone to hold his hands. He's always been that type of player. Whether it's Umtiti or Ramos or, this guy's always needed.
Who said?
This guy's always needed leaders, and that's the problem with this dude. And it's not necessarily his fault. I mean, we have Maguire. You're covering space for 2 center backs. So it's like, and then you look at the midfield. Fred had a good game, but towards the end, this guy was looking like the Fred we know well. Things weren't working out for him. He was missing passes, but he started off really well. McTominay has his limitations, and it really showed this game because at times this guy wasn't being progressive enough. He was covering space, but when he was on the ball, he just wasn't picking up. He just wasn't picking off those passes.
Just quickly on McTominay, would he make it in any other league? Because I feel like only in England could he have got to the top level. Like, seriously.
Yeah. No. He fits that type of mold of system. Like, if you give him, and let's be honest, this is a guy who can't even start in the midfield for Scotland. This guy's a center back. So it's just
Facts,
like,
bro. Billy G keeps him out the lineup in Scotland,
that's,
bro.
so this guy, so this guy can't really hold it down like that. And to be honest with you, man, Bruno, man, you know, when Bruno was brought, to a certain extent, I do agree with Ford. I don't know if I would say he's one of the most overrated players, or he's one of the most overhyped players. But Bruno was ineffective. Like, this guy, like, it's like at times he was missing that final touch, that final pass he was shooting. Even though Lodi have, which just tells you, you know, the offensive approach and creativity when Lodi is like taking the most shots for you. He's taking more shots than Cristiano Ronaldo. It just shows the lack of service. And he, you know, that's the problem with Bruno. Bruno isn't, he keeps on trying to take those risky passes, keeps on trying to take those shots, and it just never works out for him.
Wait, so is it more of a case of Bruno is trash, or Ralph's tactics or so forth need to be better to maybe put guys in better positions? Because like the name of the game is get the ball to Cristiano Ronaldo, put him in the best goal scoring opportunity. So whether it's through Tejas, Bruno, whatever, put the guy in a position. So we have to decide: is it that the tactics aren't good enough to put him in those goal scoring positions, or the players are not good enough to individually, off their own back, make things happen to put Cristiano in the goal scoring position?
No, that's not it. That's not it, HH. No. It doesn't matter. Like, if you're trying to cater to Cristiano Ronaldo's strength, you don't bring in someone like Bruno. Bruno doesn't cater into it. This guy sometimes has his own limitations, where he either passes the ball too quick, or he doesn't hold on to the ball when needed. And that's the problem with this dude. I don't think this dude only fits a counter-attacking based system, which you've seen the best of him at Ole. Like, this guy, and then that's the problem. They don't really have a creative outlet that's consistent. When you have Paul Pogba, who's better than Bruno, but he's not necessarily consistent, and that's always been his problem. So this, like, playing with an attacking mid, I don't think that's the long-term future for Manchester United. If I'm being honest, I don't think that's where they're going towards. If they want a functioning midfield.
So as even, to be honest, in this game, Fred actually did a better job, like, as in what Bruno should be doing. Fred actually had a better job of doing Bruno's position than actually Bruno himself. I just want to point that out there.
Yeah,
Fred at times,
true. Not to mention, Fred was playing like an 8. That's what he was playing. Like, he was playing.
But that's his position, Zeman.
That's his position. But he fits into, if you put him in a 3-man midfield, or you're trying to switch up tactics, he fits into that. With Bruno, I don't think he fits into that. This guy's in the final third more so than he is back in his midfielders in the middle of the park. So it's just like this. Again, this guy would fit well into a counterattack based team. But if you put him in a team where, you know, it's more structured, they're playing possession based, or, you know, it's high intensity, and that's expected from a midfield, this guy is useless. Like, this guy, like,
well, you can't say that, Zeman. No, you can't say that.
Yes,
I disagree with that.
Like,
No.
Simon, just
let's Zeman round this point. I'll come to this and you guys, man.
I didn't understand the longest substitutions. That to me made no sense. I mean, he was your most creative outlet, and I do agree with Osasuna when it comes to facing against teams like Atletico Madrid. They tend to struggle with teams that, you know, expand the game and that are able to whip in those crosses immediately, and that also suits Cristiano Ronaldo's strength. So I didn't understand why they weren't trying that, and they weren't trying that.
Did do that though.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me take some dove, because I want to guarantee everyone to talk, man. So now this is interesting, man. So Casey, CR7 has made every player worse. Benzema, Dybala, etc. Now, is this linked into Bruno? Because are you now saying that he's now made Bruno bad? Because no,
I think it's because everyone has to compensate, and I mean, everyone has to they have to play for.
Okay, then compensate.
No, but Juju,
you're necessarily bad or so forth.
I think the point applies. Maybe not with Bruno, because Bruno hasn't done it for Portugal.
Forward, I mean,
I think, I think, you know, for players like Rashford, who had a good season last season, you have to admit, even again, the player that's
no.
Okay, number 11.
That's a lie. Rashford didn't have a good season last season. He hasn't been good. He's not been good.
That's the thing. You guys are missing the point. Man United are not good. Forward, like the thing is, like, you guys always pick on individuals. Pogba came out today, was as crap as Bruno. Let's not kid ourselves, guys. Alengo did not play well today. Sancho did not play well today. Rashford came on, didn't do nothing. Cavani didn't do nothing.
Elanga didn't play well.
We did not play well. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Here's my problem with footballers. Here's a problem with eye test merchants. Eye test merchants will look at that first side and be like, "Oh, Man United played well. Oh, Man United played well." They actually only came with a game plan. He allowed us to get the ball. He allowed Fred to have the ball. He allowed McTominay to have the ball. He allowed us to have the ball because he knew Man United, no matter what happened, the moment Man United breaks down a team that is well organized is the moment when hell freezes over. It's just a reality. We're not going to do that. And he knew that we had no pace. With Maguire in the back, we knew that we have no pace and they could hit us in the counter-attack. And that's what they did. This was the easiest game for Atletico Madrid because honestly, did they really have to try? No, they didn't. Someone said, Zeman said, one of the weaknesses for Atletico Madrid is crosses. Talisson, they try to cross, but they couldn't. They couldn't find Ronaldo. How many crosses we did today? We crossed. We hold the ball. We played around on our butt. We cross. We cross. We cross. We cross. We cross. We cross. No, Vilton. Let me land, Vilton. The problem is, we don't have the qualities. Diego is not good enough. Talisson is not good enough. Shaw is not good enough. Maguire is not good enough. 22 out of the 25 players are simply not good enough. It's just the reality. This is not our level. Champions League is not our level. Atletico Madrid show us in 2 games. In Atletico Madrid, the only reason we scored a goal is because they made a mistake. Let's be honest. We scored 1 goal in the whole tie because they made a mistake. This is the reality. We couldn't create chances. We cannot defend. We cannot hold possession. We simply are not a good team. Our midfield is not good. Our defense is not good. And our attack is not good. It's simple. It's not down to a specific players. It's just the reality. Man United are not a good team. It's that simple.
Just make it clear.
Wait, hold on. Let me just read this dots because I need to make sure everyone can talk, and I'll get to the guys. Let me just read this dots, and I'll come to RDS and Nias here. Casey, after Sancho disaster, Haaland is the next flop. Easy.
If he flops, the Bundesliga is finished, bro.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Has to be.
That's right. Yes, I agree. But I don't believe he'll flop.
But Havertz is saying what's up though. So
Havertz is really not.
Hold on. So Darius says you wouldn't see clowns, super chats on days like this. Oh yeah, he's a Cristiano fan. Oh, he was twerking for Chris. See, this is why you've got to keep the same energy. This guy was insulting and abusing Messi. Messi's finished his crap. Cristiano's going to drop a 3-piece. Where is he? Come on here.
Where's the other RC7 dude? Also?
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, that is RR7. No woman here today. Bring Sage back. # girl power. Jesus Christ. Football elder. The Jad is so crap, man. # highline. # Bundesliga tax. God damn. Sage's beautiful uncle. Hey Baldy, where's my nephew Sage? See you tonight. Jesus Christ in heaven. Kelvin Tahiro. HH. Batistuta would have won UCLs, more trophies, and scored more goals if he left Fiorentina. If he was in the 2014 and Zidane scored, they win the World Cup. Yes.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, that's true.
No,
if it was in, yes, 100%.
Hypothetical, no, I don't do hypothetical.
Amazing strike. Well, I do, and they would have yes.
Okay.
Because Messi doesn't know how to put the ball in the net. Rodney, Wenger has won a trophy more recently than United.
That's not true.
That's not true.
That can't be true.
That's not true. It's not because United's last trophy was the Europa League. Wenger's last trophy was the FA Cup, and FA Cup is just before the Europa League final.
Yeah. So come on, Roddy, that's cap. Diego Simeone, why am I the antagonist? I'm humble and loyal.
You destroy football.
No. Simeone, shout out to Simeone. His game plan was perfection.
Hold up. Andrea says, guys, Laguardia subbed and Matza. Is that the first game Matza has played like this year?
Yes. This whole calendar.
Did he play against Middlesbrough?
He played on the
He did
earlier EFL games.
Okay. So RDS, take it away, bro. RDS, take it away.
What do you want me to say exactly? Maybe it's better people ask me questions. What do you want me to say?
No.
I'll ask questions.
No, wait, hold on. No. Perfect things go. And then listen to the So let's start with this. This game. Who was most at fault? Ralph, the players, or a particular player or set of players? or were Atletico just better? What was the main reason why United didn't go through? Because a lot of people thought United would go through. So you just say these are the key reasons why we didn't go through. It's this.
I actually think it's simple. I think Atletico took their chance and we didn't. And that's basically been the summary of Manchester United's season. Like, this game was almost similar to the Middlesbrough game, the Watford game, and so many games beforehand where United played very well in the first, under Ralph, where United played very well in the first half, controlled the game as it were, but can't really finish because United had their chances. There were quite a few chances. I think Bruno had a chance, Elanga had his chance, Sancho had a chance, Ronaldo had chances. So we had chances, but we weren't able to finish. And that's basically been the summary of United since Ralph Rangnick has come. As far as the goal was concerned, I mean, Elanga should really track back for that. Maguire, I don't know what he's doing, who he's marking. Dallo, to be fair, people pointing at Dallo, he had 3 people to mark. So
he marked he literally marked a person in the middle. I mean, the middle of the goal. Like, come on, guys.
I didn't understand that. So that's the defense, and then on top of that, it was actually Maguire being caught out of position initially in transition. That didn't help. The referee was a brick. I'm not going to blame. I'm not going to say on the referee, but it was a bad performance. Like it wasn't great, to be honest. So all these factors, bar the factors similar to what Yassir said, where it was fairly easy once they got the goal. I knew what Diego Simeone was going to do. They were going to defend, they were going to deep. We struggled to break them down. The substitutions that we brought on didn't really make much of a difference. There are clearly a lot of players there that are don't have any confidence. Rashford looks washed. He probably needs to go on he needs to sort his head out or something. Cavani, I think, is probably ready to leave. Matic, to be fair, I think Matic was actually all right. There's an argument that could Matic have started the game because he played okay against Spurs?
No, but Red Devil, he's 52. I mean, come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, but people keep on saying it's age excuse. But I mean, look how Modric is older than Matic. Like, he's not that old. And to be honest, I think one of the things that helped when I saw on the game on Spurs, when you actually play Matic and Fred together, Fred is at least more defensively disciplined than Pogba or Bruno, etc. But he's also tenacious going forward. So that. I personally think the midfield should have been Matic, Fred, and Pogba. You could maybe alternate Bruno possibly, but that's what I would have thought. And then Fred and Pogba could alternate dropping deep where, because Bruno's discipline is not particularly good. But yeah, overall, like I said, it's United. They lost the game. I think it'd be a bit too harsh to blame everything on Ralph. When we had opportunities to score, we didn't score, and certain players certain players' form has not been great this season, like Rashford, Mata, Maguire. We know Maguire's bad, but I've already told you why I think Maguire starts. That's why United.
It's politics, right? Like Red Devil. Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. It's politics. Maguire is the captain. He is one of England's biggest star, apparently. Southgate loves this guy. He cannot be dropped. Because if the moment Maguire gets dropped, Paul Scholes, Rio Ferdinand, Gary Neville will go on national TV and cuss Man United. And Man United does not want that. It's politics.
Yeah, but you know, funny thing is, I think Maguire cost England the Euros. And if they don't make the tough decision, he's probably going to cost them the World Cup. That's how it looks.
Nah, he played well at the Euro. Stop it, Gigi. He was good.
No.
In the back four, he looks decent.
But in a back five.
In a back nine. In a back nine, Maguire's amazing.
I'm good in back five too.
Just one thing to finish from Maguire. One thing that doesn't help display much of the team is that I do think that because Maguire and to certain extent Varane do not have any real recovery pace, there is this mentality that we have to bear that in mind before we attack. So we can't really go out on attack because we might get done on the counter. And I've said this so many times that if Eric Bailly played alongside Varane, we pin Atletico Madrid in the half for most of the game, in my personal opinion, because you don't have to worry about the ball over the top because you know that Eric Bailly has enough pace to be able to deal with that and Varane's cover. Why I go into Maguire more so than McTominay, McFred, and even Bruno. is because that single decision completely affects how we play. Completely. Because we can play on the halfway line, we can go forward, like we are more expansive, we got a lot more control, and usually we tend to win. Maguire in this team changes the way that we play. Even if you play McFred there, and McFred actually had a semi-decent game. I don't think they were the problem in this game at all for all the hate that they've been getting. But because of the insistence of the higher ups to have an English, a part of me thinks that a part of me was thinking like, is it possible for like Maguire to like undergo like a race change or something?
No. I think no. That's me. You may need to capture him and just force him just to have like plastic surgery because if he is black, boom, everything's solved. All he needs is a deep tan.
I don't know because Rashford keeps playing games.
No, I guess you know why. You know what's so bad. As soon as the new team news came out, I went on Twitter. Almost 99% of Man United fans were optimistic about this game. The moment they saw Maguire's name on the team sheet, said we will lose this game. Everybody knows. Everybody knows he's going to cost us.
But I think, Cece, that's why it's scary. And that is sort of a sickness in England. Like, England will rather... England would rather lose in another way than... Basically, England must win their way. England must win their way. They would hate to lose in another way. So for them, it's like, no. What matters is the English core. Even if the English core are holding you back, the sentimentality and the romanticism of English means more than actual success.
It's pride.
So United, you're screwed because you're like, Rashford this guy's crap. Maguire, he is. How is it?
Rashford's leaving.
No, because normally the defenders, maybe like a big mistake, maybe one every 4 or 5 games. Like most of the defenders, a big mistake, one every. How are you averaging a big mistake almost every game? Maguire averages a big mistake either every game or every other game. That is insane for a central defender to average a big mistake. So, I mean...
he scored an own goal. He literally scored an own goal the last game.
Hold up. Aris, finish your point, then I'll come to you, Barry. Aris, and then you'll...
So I've got to head off actually after this because I'm up early tomorrow morning. So, but I just want to show my face, even though I'm on my channel. Shout out Red Devil Studio.
Red Devil, man.
Subscribe to Red Devil Studio if you're listening. I've got a United channel also. But anyway, so a mini plug.
Sorry, before you go, can I ask you a question?
We're going forward, yeah.
I mean, I would just love to know because obviously we've all ragged on the likes of Maguire, Bruno, Ronaldo, etc. But I would actually like to know, where do you think United go from here? Because there's obviously so many issues at the club. Obviously, Rashford's form, like you said earlier, Rashford wasn't great last season. His numbers are good, but he wasn't actually great last season. Nursing that shoulder injury, again, being forced with the pressure of the number 10, all of that stuff is not great. Obviously, the Greenwood situation, not ideal. You got Martial and Van der Beek on loan, etc. The problems are massive. But I want to know, let's say you don't get top 4 this season. Where does United go? What manager do you want? And how do you put a plan in place to, in 2 or 3 years' time, be challenging for a league title or for a Champions League?
Whoa. Come on. You're getting too ahead of yourself, forward. League title?
Well, that's always the aim for United, is to be in a few years putting yourself in place to challenge for one of these trophies.
We haven't challenged in 10 years, bro. Come on, man.
To be honest, the only thing
you challenged last season. You finished second last season.
But that was we finished second because we only finished second. We've got to put these things in the context. We finished second, I see, because Liverpool had multiple injuries. Lampard is a fraud, as we've literally seen with Everton right now.
100%,
and that's literally the only. And Spurs, Pochettino is also a fraud. So that's why Manchester United finished second. But in answer to Ford's question, to be honest, no, not even like it's really going to be. It's really going to be on how if Rangnick is basically, in my opinion, allowed to do what he did at Hoffenheim and Salzburg, where the recruitment philosophy and the coaching and the academy coaching philosophy changes. Because I like Rangnick's style of football. I like the idea of the high press.
Me too.
And just stuff like that. It's watching Manchester United when we press and we attack looks good.
No, but Georgia, man, hear what Red Devil Studio is saying.
Good. But what I'm saying is that
it's not just, it's as you're saying, forward, it has to come through recruitment so that we go from this kind of star power, shirt sale commercial thing to actually looking at like up and coming talent, like your Luis Diaz for Liverpool signing, for example. In theory, that's how we should go. We should do things. But the reality, I fear, is that ultimately United, and this would be the fear of Chelsea get bought by an American owner, is that fundamentally,
Inshallah, bro.
Your business, so you buy players that ultimately are going to sell shirts, commercialization, etc. So young and up and coming, that type of style, as well as the fact that you don't want to relinquish control to a foreigner, i.e. a German guy who's got experience what he's doing. You'd rather get the boys that you know, the Fletchers, the Motters and stuff like that to do their things, because that's just how we do things in this country.
So, Red Devils, you prefer United to be a track and field team with Ragnick than a position based with Ten Hag.
Wait, hold on, Judgment. So sorry, Radis, before you answer, Judgment, Ten Hag. Judgment, stick around because Ten Hag just said what's up tonight against freaking Benfica.
Ten Hag just said what's
so
up.
Please stick around, Judgment. Stick around. This whole because I'm going to go in on that philosophy merchant Ten Hag, who is the biggest fraud out there. But fair enough. Ardias, because Ardias needs to go. Ardias needs to go. He needs to go. So
I need to bounce. Yeah. So fundamentally, to finish a reply to forward, at the end of the day, like it is literally going to be. The main decision right now is, are the board, in my opinion, going to keep Ralph or not? If they don't keep Ralph and they just say, right, screw it, we're just going to bring in a Pochettino or a Ten Hag or whoever else is available and just try and continue the process, then I don't think United, as I said, I think in previous streams, are going to challenge until Pep and Klopp like leave their respective clubs. Then United won't challenge.
Why didn't you say Tuchel?
Well, just to add on to what
because I don't know how Chelsea's going to be in the future. That's why I didn't say Tuchel.
Oh, yeah, relax.
No, but anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce.
All right, Peter, no. I need to give it to Barry and then Seville because guys are not so spoken. So before I come to you, Barry, let me just hit these dubs.
Check your DMs. Check your DMs. I sent you some.
Oh God. Okay, I will. Oh Lord. Now let's see where we go. So from your boy. Law says the Europa Conference was made for former big clubs. Oh, wait, was Arsenal ever a big club? So I don't think Arsenal counts.
Yes.
No.
Relax, man. You guys need to relax with this.
You can't be a big club with zero UCLs. You can't be a big club with zero UCLs.
That's the one time I would agree with it. It's an agenda merchant, but I agree with that.
Thank you. Thank you, Wilson. Thank you.
That makes no sense.
Hold up. Martin Rosario says, HH, my friend, wish us well tomorrow. Martin, I hope Juve lose tomorrow against Villarreal. There you go.
Congratulations, Juventus. You have won.
Juve are going to win. Juve are going to win. Ice Freezy. HH, CR37 lost to Lyon, Ajax, Porto. Can we have a convo?
They have to be context entry that.
Don't do that. CCB Context. Because my thing is, this isn't tennis. It's not 1v1. It's a team versus a team. Apart from Porto, he scored in both legs against Lyon. He scored in both legs against Ajax. So he did his job against Lyon and Ajax. So you can't blame him for Porto.
Didn't you say you're gonna have a conversation if Juventus go further?
English Talents FC. I announced my entry into the Saturday Hangouts to defend British players. English Talents FC, your entry has been rejected, bro. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Maguire.
Honestly, I don't want to see it.
You're not. RDZ17 says, today's game is a perfect example of how possession without purpose and intent means nothing. Well, it also doesn't help if one of your players treats the ball as hot potato and you don't have guys who can actually create with the ball and have no imagination with the ball and can't actually provide for their potent goal scorer, which is the freaking main issue. Barry, talk to me.
Yeah, look, let's say in the first half, Man United had the possession and they had some chances, but my thing is that I think both of these teams are counter-attack teams, and I think that Atleti was more willing to give the ball to United and do what they wanted to do because, like, pretty much sit back and counter-attack is their bread and butter. That's their identity. And United, like, the whole keep the ball, pass the ball, and everything. That's not really their style, you know. I think a team like City, who have patience with the possession and can do quick transitions with the ball and everything, that's the kind of team who can beat Atleti easily. Obviously, the crosses that Z-Man said, crosses against Atleti helps, but I think this is the kind of things where Atleti gets exposed, you know. But yeah, this whole thing with United is not only one person. It's pretty much a whole. I think Ralph, you know, I'm not gonna say too much because I don't think it's a lot of all of this is on him. Wait, do you guys hear echo?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I don't think it's only one person. I think it's a collective. Like Ralph, um, obviously it's not all on him, but the change between Elanga and Rashford was weird because I thought that Elanga was one of the most productive players on the field for United. Um, Bruno, man, I, I am lost for words with that performance and everything. Maguire, enough said, and Cristiano. Okay, look, I could say thousand things about him and everything, how he can dribble, how he can pass, and so forth, but he still has one of the greatest legacies in the game. You know, when we're gonna talk about the greatest players ever, his name is gonna be attached to this title. But let's say if he doesn't make top four, he doesn't qualify for the World Cup. Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a bad look. And the thing is, as you say, HH, I don't see him retiring with his own will. It has to be something with his body and everything that's gonna force him to retire because he's so prideful and he's so attached to the praise and the adulation about the fans, the press, and so forth. Yeah. But Atleti they move on and United go out. And Ten Hag, but I gotta leave, man. Have a good stream, guys. Shout out to the panel in the streets. Peace, peace,
All right,
peace.
peace. Vilton, talk to me, man. Vilton, talk to me.
I mean, it's funny though when you were watching this game, right? Objectively, when United had all the possession of the ball, you didn't feel like they were gonna score. But when Atleti had the ball for like I'll say like 5-6 minutes, they looked like they were gonna score, and that's how the game pretty much went. To beat Atletico, you have to be very high pressing and just attack the box, attack. That's why they were scared. That's why they were so scared when they got Bayern Munich. When they drew against Bayern Munich, they knew Bayern Munich would have Lara Croft these guys. So as for Manchester United performance, are we really surprised that they lost to Atleti? We all of us in here said this side's 50-50. We won't be surprised with whichever team would win. But I'm guessing people thought United would most likely go to because they have Mr. Champions League on their team. But honestly, though, I'm not surprised about Ronaldo's performance tonight. Though. I know he had a hat trick. I know I predicted United to go through because I think Simeone, this guy's not going to see heaven. He has destroyed the game of football with 9 at the back. But the reason why I thought he was going to struggle today is if you look at his game, the big games this season, right? Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and Atleti in the first leg and the second leg, he struggled against a team that has proper structure. I know Conte he's a good manager, but let's be real. The guy is managing Tottenham. Like you can only do so much with Tottenham. So I wasn't really surprised by Ronaldo performance today. But again, I'm always like with the whole Ronaldo Messi. I know the Messi fan was they're happy that Ronaldo's out, but let's be real, those guys. I'm always gonna judge Messi and Ronaldo at the highest level because if you playing in the Champions League, we have to say you're trash. If you play like trash, we have to criticize you because I'm sorry, Ronaldo and Messi. If people keep on telling me, "Oh, go easy on them," but I'm like, why are they still playing at the highest level? Why not go to MLS? Why not go back to your home country and play football? So, as for United, that's like 6 years without a trophy now. So,
Vilton, you should ask Neymar why he's still playing at this level.
They're down badly, man. They're down badly, man. They're down very badly. But we'll see. Yeah, see, I hope you guys. I don't know, man. I do feel sorry for United, but when I see Mark Goldberg,
Yo, Hala Madrid, bro. Hala Madrid.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Yasser, talk to me, Yasser, right? Because we have to talk to Ten Hag afterwards. So Yasser,
I just
how do you really feel? How do you really feel?
No. I just wanted to add on to what Red Devil was saying. HH, I 100% almost certain that we're getting Pochettino. Which is funny because Man United, quote unquote, people, the media and everything trying to portray that Man United had some sort of plan. Oh, we have a plan. Ralph Rangnick is going to be here for 6 months as an interim. Then we're going to hire our first choice manager, etc. I just don't understand why we're gonna hire Pochettino when we had countless opportunity when he was literally at home chilling. When we could have hired him when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was our manager, only for us to hire him now. But I think it's a done deal. I mean, the way Gary Neville was talking about, like he didn't say much, but he said a lot at the same time. Like he seemed like he knew who the next manager was going to be. A lot of like people that close to United started saying that pretty much it's a done deal. Pretty much it was a done deal like around when the time they sacked Oli. So they pretty much had like a gentleman's agreement that Pochettino was coming to Man
Poch?
United. So I mean, it's I'm the last thing I'm gonna say is like I'm not a big fan of arrogance. People with arrogance and the people that run Man United think they know best. They think they're geniuses. Like Ed Woodward believed he was Florentino Perez. That's what Ed Woodward believed he was. Like these people at Man United are so deluded. The Glazers think they're Roman Abramovich. Like these guys are so deluded. And the reality is they're very very arrogant. So for them it's like whatever we say or whatever we do is the best, or we cannot be wrong. So as long as you have people like that running the football club, we're gonna get relegated in the championship. Here we come, man.
Oh my
No,
god.
no, you
You're
stop
being
that
too
right there.
extreme.
No,
You
HH,
stop that
I
talk
can't
right
wait,
there.
man.
You're being too
Championship,
extreme, man.
Yes, yeah. Yes, yeah. You always get overly emotional, man.
Force, bro. I
Always go
can't
to
wait,
extreme.
man.
Oh, okay, guys, hold up, because we need to get to the other game, man. So, Avram Glazer. Oh, Joe will be so mad when he finds out that I put a bid in. I had to help when Lakaka sends me his mixtape begging to step in and save him. Do not worry, HH. Avram Glazer, get your grubby, filthy, stinking hands off Chelsea Football Club. We are going in a very different direction. Please continue poisoning Man United. You're doing a great job. You're doing an amazing job. Great job. So continue to destroy Man United and please leave Chelsea Football Club alone. Please. Thank you, Aaron Glazer. English Talents FC. I'm rejected. What a surprise. White tax. By the way, 2018 United fans. Sell Smalling, Young, Jones, Rooney. We win. Now it's Maguire, Rashi. Induct United and send to the Nigerian Premier League.
This guy's
This guy's he's mad. He's mad. I remember the terrace hangouts where you said that Rashford is overhyped and the Oos is better. They abused and laughed at you and compared him to the prod.
Yep.
That was Yasir though. That was Yasir.
As I said, I've been proven. No, I know Marcus Ballon d'Or, Rashford. I've been proven right. Do you know what I say? Time is the great healer.
Actually, that's not true. You have not been proven right.
Time is
You're
the great
right.
healer.
Rashford is going to leave. He's going to play. He's going to replace Mbappe at PSG, and he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. He's going to lead PSG to the first ever Champions League.
Quit what I had. So Aaron Glazer says it doesn't matter. Ronnie sells shirts. Goals are extra.
That is true.
Okay, so guys, look.
Before we move on, let me just say this real quick. Ronaldo is resting because United have no more fixtures because they have the FA Cup. So Ronaldo has like a week and like 3 days to get ready for these World Cup playoffs. So you know what happened when he's rested. That's what I'm gonna say.
I can't wait. Okay, so guys, look.
Are you saying
hold up. Guys, no, we're moving. Guys, we're moving. So guys, look, I have a mini rant.
You guys not careful, man.
No. Yes, shh. So you see, I was told that Ten Hag is the future.
I mean, Benfica
I was told that Ten Hag is going to be the next guy to redefine and revolutionize football management. Before this game, I thought, I think Ajax could win, but these guys could lose. But I dare these guys to lose because if these guys have a problem playing at home, shouldn't playing at home be to your advantage? Bro, when people were saying that, man, Chelsea, man, before the draw was made for the last 16, said Chelsea should avoid Ajax. Ajax is a team you should avoid. People say, man, these guys could be the surprise package. These guys could get into the semis. I don't understand how you lose at the crib I really don't. I really don't understand how you lose at the crib, how you lose
I'll
at
explain it
home.
to you. I'll explain it to you. It's
No. But let me just, because I need to come to Osasuna, because I need to get to the Dutch perspective here from Osasuna first.
But he's a PSV fan.
Yeah, he's a PSV fan.
So he's gonna come at it from a
Well, it is what it is. I need that Dutch tax. But my thing is, because I was watching both things, and I was like, but it's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. Then corner comes in, and I just see Nunes head the ball in. Okay, maybe Onana could have done better, but it's like, because the situation you now have right now is everybody is praying for Benfica. Now, I've already seen the draw, and City are already going to get Benfica.
They're going to get Bayern.
Chelsea's getting Benfica.
Chelsea's getting Liverpool.
That's cheating prick, because it's obviously going to get.
We getting them.
But let me be fair, yeah. Shout out to Benfica, because that was a very good first leg, which was 2-2, and that goal proved to be crucial to give them hope for the second leg. So nobody gave Benfica a chance.
How good is Nunes?
Pretty good striker. I would say he's not the H, but he's pretty good. I'll say like tier 3, bordering on upper tier 3, around the upper tier 3 thing. But my thing though is, people, can we just be real on Ten Hag? And this is the issue I had after that Tottenham game, because this is linked to the Tottenham game. I'm like, you're at home. This is a bomb-ass Tottenham team who are only using divine intervention to play, and you allowed a guy with a worse hairline than me to score a hat trick in the second half.
You content. You telling me that game was on Ten Hag, bro? I missed so many chances, bro. They missed so many chances in that game.
Wilton, if you're winning and you're missing his chances, and there are 50 minutes to go, why don't you play defensive? Why don't you hold on to the ball? Why don't you make tactical fouls? Why are you still attacking and giving this guy space?
Scoring the last kick of the game.
Okay, look at what Atletico did. Consolidates.
That's Atletico. That's not
You have As a manager, you play to win. You don't play to be like, oh, we have to win it in our way. No, you have to play to win.
Lie to you. This Ajax game remind me of Atletico versus Liverpool. Ajax battered Benfica. The ball just didn't want to go in. And Benfica gets that one.
There wasn't really a big chance.
Wilton, funny though, that seems very similar to what happened in the Tottenham game. Because my thing is that you have to read the situation of like, okay, we're battling them and so forth, but these guys can easily come back. But Wilton, that's why I want to ask Osasuna. I need to know how a team that's where seems to be the underdogs, why you're so bad in front of your own fans. So Osasuna, explain to me, please.
This is something that is a continuation of what they've been doing in the league recently, where they do their thing. But in the league they were scoring goals, so they would score a couple goals, and then they would allow the other team to come back to they allowed the other team to come back 2-2, and then they had to score a last-minute goal, because all they do is they keep attacking and they keep getting caught in the counter even when they're 2-0 up. So they go 2-1, 2-2, and then they have to score that third goal. And they've gotten those third goals in the 90th minute in the last two games. But these last two games have been against teams called RKC Waalwijk and Cambuur. And they lost in Onana's first game back, which was the game before that. They lost against a team called Go Ahead Eagles. Now, worst thing is Ajax have lost 3 times this season in the league. They've lost twice to Go Ahead Eagles at home and away. This is a team that they have such inconsistency because they keep doing the same thing. They don't have a thing of we need to sit back or we need to just control the game. They always want to score more and more and more. It's why you get these 7-0, 8-0 games with Ajax. It's how you can beat a team like PSV 5-0 sometimes. But when it comes to these moments against Benfica, you get where you don't know how to have how to actually properly defend a situation of a set piece because your goalkeeper is still coming back from a 1-year ban, right? So this is where I say the experience of Bosphore comes in. But then at the same time, Bosphore made a mistake last time against Benfica. So you don't know, so I actually have a really big problem in that goalkeeping position, and that's what ended up costing them today. But it's just a continuation of where they want to keep pushing, but that they just don't seem to be afraid of that goal coming back. And really, the way Ajax are playing
it's very predictable now, and teams are starting to figure them out where they're having to just take long shots. They took 16 shots today. I'm pretty sure 12 or 13 were outside the box. They didn't create many big chances. Benfica held them out pretty easily, and it's where they're now becoming predictable. They need a new ideas because they might even throw this league in the Eredivisie. Yeah? We might actually win this league.
Easy.
So there's not really a big point to it because it's just a similar thing of Atletico against Manchester United, where I saw two very similar games where one team was trying to attack with all the possession but really not doing much, and then one quick break leads to either a free kick or a goal, and then the free kick leads to a goal. So it's just two very similar games, and really I would say Ten Hag, is this really the guy that you want, Manchester? Because at first you thought Pochettino, is this really the guy that you want? But then now Ten Hag pulls this off. And it's consistently at home, man. Consistently at home. I don't know why.
By the way, I'm gonna go, guys. All I want to say, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, before I go.
See you guys.
Wait, hold on. Zeman, then Ford. Zeman, then Ford. Zeman.
Shout out to everyone in the panel, by the way.
I would say you're right in terms of just what? No.
No,
Yes.
please,
Zeman,
please,
ignore what he
please.
said.
I'm
Ignore what he
ahead
said.
up.
Ignore what he said. Ignore him. Ignore him.
All right. No, I would say, you guys might be right in terms of just not having a defensive approach to the game and him just throwing everything at attack and not necessarily having that. But for you to say that he's only philosopher merchant and that's all he knows one style it's not completely accurate, because even Osasuna would admit that when he came to Ajax, he was more so adapting to the players he had. That's why he was going through. He was his team.
That's why the first season was a struggle, yeah. Because
it was a struggle, but he was playing more central towards when he had midfielders that can actually run and that can make progressive carries like a De Jong. But and then with this new iteration of the Ajax side, he gears more so towards the flank. So it's like this guy to a certain extent has shown that he can tactically change his style depending on
but he
the
cannot
players
do it
he has.
mid-match. He
But
can't
the problem,
do it mid-season. That's the problem.
Yeah, but the problem you could say is he lacks experience when it comes to game management. But to say he's just straight up a philosophy merchant and that's all he is, that's all he has, I don't necessarily think that's the case. But yeah, I gotta go, guys. I just wanted to say that.
I just have one word on Benfica. These guys, they did the exact same thing to Ajax, what they did to us in the qualifiers, where they get a result at home and then they just defend like monsters away from home and then get a shithouse, or in this case, get a shithouse goal, or in that case, just get a 0-0.
But Benfica, no. I mean, congrats to them, bro. Congrats. Ford, talk to me.
Yeah. Obviously, Benfica did the thing, and congrats to them. Hopefully, we meet in the quarters, but we'll see. But I want to just talk on Ten Hag quickly. And come on, Hades, we're free, man. I didn't jinx it. But look, I want to just talk quickly on Ten Hag, and this isn't a reactionary take on today because again, I didn't watch the game today. Obviously, they're going out, and that's unfortunate. But one thought that I've always had with him and his links to the United job, and again, Ten Hag is a very good coach, and obviously comes under the Pep lineage. And even the way that he's got Ajax to play football, yes, they bottled it against Tottenham, but again, that run to the semis that they made, again, the performances against Real Madrid, Juventus, the way that he got a lot of these players playing was phenomenal. And if you look at also a lot of those players from the Ajax team that did very well, look how they've done since they've left being under Ten Hag's wing. Ziyech at Chelsea hasn't really popped off that much. I mean, we can clearly see he's an assistant player. Only when Tuchel switched the system did he start to do well. Van der Beek, I mean, do we need to say much more on how he's been doing? He might even get relegated as we're speaking right now. The late at Juventus hasn't done that great. He's doing all right now, but not been that great. The young at Barcelona has struggled, so there's something to be said there. So obviously he is a very good coach, but now when he comes to the league,
wait, forward. One thing. Why are you not mentioning Ziyech then?
I mentioned Ziyech first. Like he struggled at Chelsea only the last month before he got injured.
Yeah, but Ziyech is doing good now, bro.
It's only been a month. Look, myself.
Bro, Ziyech's been your best player for a while now, man.
Yeah, from January to February. Yeah, but he's been here 2 years though.
You have to look at the whole 2 years, bro. The whole 2 years.
The thing is, I was there at the start with Haiti, so we said that the season doesn't start till the Ziyech is here. And that was when he got injured in preseason. But we thought, this guy is Mr. Creativity. I have to keep bringing up Haiti because it's the facts. He was meant to be Mr. Creativity, but he came back and it just hasn't worked at Chelsea. And ultimately, we realized that he's a system player. only when we switched to playing 4-3-3 and we put him at the far wing does he actually start to show what he can do. So again, Ziyech hasn't been that great for Chelsea. His recent form, long may it continue, but we'll see. Like Chelsea fans have high standards, so we need to.
So would you, because so would you say, is Ten Hag fraudulent and overrated, or he just needs to go to a club with better players? Like, what is it?
I would say with Ten Hag, he needs to pick his decision. He needs to pick his choice very wisely, because he could go the United route, and I think he would drown. Like for me, what he should do is get a bit more experience with Ajax. You can maybe take a leap to another club where, like,
you can get experience
where there's a level of success that you can get, but there's a cap, and it's an okay cap where there's not too much pressure. Because if he fails at Dortmund, there's not too much pressure. But if you go to United, that's a massive fishbowl where all the eyes are on you, and you haven't got the experience of managing big personalities like a Ronaldo, Pogba, Varane, De Gea. Like that's a big step to make. And while you are a good coach tactically, and certainly you're going to be able to get United to play better football, can you get all those egos to work in unison for the system that you want? It's going to be very difficult. Whereas if you go to Man City maybe in a couple of years' time, once you've gained a bit more experience, do you already understand the system of football that you want to play? So it'll be a lot easier to get those players functioning in the system. You might not be Pep, but it'll be a lot easier to get the Ten Hag football into those players. But with United, that's a massive risk, and I don't think that will work out.
For just to respond, I think he should go, like, a good place to go is PSG, because with their Liga, that's what, like, you look at people like Tuchel, he did that with PSG, and Pep with Bayern, where you go in the league where one team is dominant, that you wait, experiment.
Wait, Judgment. Are you like a PSG? Like, do you work for? It's as if you're trying to save PSG, because first of all, you said you want to get Cristiano, now you want Ten Hag and so forth. So I think the PSG fan in you is still aching to come out and so forth. Judgment, PSG is finished. It is finished. It's over.
Now the project, the project has to go on.
You were about to say we. You were about to say
no.
we.
I can't associate. You know, right now they're losers, so I can't.
You know what?
They can't associate myself.
Ten Hag to PSG, like, good work. Like, the thing is, PSG they need a full rebuild, and they need a new manager to do that. Now, is Ten Hag the man to do it? It remains to be seen. But what I will say is, why don't they go for a French rebuild? Because they got all these Galacticos that they get around from the world, but the only French guy in there is Kempembe from the academy. But PSG produce so many good players. There's so many good French players out there. I'm not saying, let's say, go get Pogba, who's like a world star, but why not go and get the Tuchemenis of the world? You can maybe even get a Coleman from Bayern, Nkunku from Leipzig. Why don't they build in that direction and build it like a French core of team, rather than all these superstars who just really want to go there for a payday? It's an easy league, and we need to turn up for the Champions League, which they're not being able to do. So,
all right, wait, hold on. Let me get it because we need to talk about Havertz and paying to travel and everything. So I did that very briefly.
Can I speak on that?
Yeah. No. I'll come to you. So English Talent Service says United links to Ten Hag and both knocked out. Oh God, yeah. Hashtag jinx. Hey, Nigeria Premium, relax. Casey, Ajax has mentality issues because of a young squad. I would say it's a combination of both. Yes, it's a young squad, but the youth need even much more guidance from that manager and from that older, and Ten Hag just does not give it to them. Abritz Ferris says, I woke up and United lost. God can return to earth now. Wow. Abdul, talk to me, bro.
Yeah, personally, I think we overrated what Ajax done this season in the Champions League, because, bro, like, what they did, we thought was crazy. Like, they smashed Dortmund like 5-0, and they smashed what's it called, Sporting Lisbon. And we rated, like, coming into the season, we rated Dortmund highly and Sporting Lisbon highly. But since then, we've seen how Dortmund, they got baptized by Rangers. And since then, we've seen Sporting Lisbon get smashed 5-0 at home by City. So was it really that impressive what they done in that group stage? Was it really that impressive?
Because, but Abdul, people were twerking for these dudes, man. People were twerking for Ajax,
bro. They were twerking, but I think since then we've seen that them smashing Dortmund isn't actually anything special, because Rangers done the same thing. And Sporting Lisbon, bro, like, they got smashed at home. Of course, by City, but, like, you know what I mean? So I think we overrated what they done in the Champions League, and it clearly has come to show. I think for bro, like, United, come on, man. they're literally their two manager targets is literally two like bottling managers like Poch and Ten Hag.
That's a great point. Both of the managers you're looking for bottled.
It's it's
I think I know, bro. I think United are just cost. I think these guys are just cost, man.
Yeah, it's not just today, bro. Like also, Ten Hag, like he's like his biggest moments was known for bottling, bro. But he should never have lost that, bro.
Valencia, Atalanta, Tottenham, all at home.
Yeah, but bro, like he should never have lost that against.
I know. Wait, hold up. Dada says, what if Ronaldo and Zidane go to PSG? First of all, Zidane is good to PSG. Ronaldo's a PSG.
But
you know what? Okay. Let me say this to you. I'll be real with you. If United don't get top 4, there's a strong chance Cristiano goes to PSG. There's a basically, to you know what, guys, I believe if United don't get top 4, Cristiano ain't staying around, ain't playing in the Europa League because his brand can't handle that. There's a very good chance that he goes to PSG. If
I don't think so, HH, because
but you don't think so? Wait, you think he's going to play in the Europa League? Are you mad?
That's not what I think. But I don't think PSG are going to want him because they're going to start a new project with, like, they're completely ripping out. They don't want these Galactico signings.
Abdul, according to really, you believe that's you really believe?
Yeah, I believe that because it's really not working. So you think, bro? What do you think?
Okay. No, Abdul. If there's an opportunity, if the opportunity presents itself for PSG to get Cristiano, do you think they'll say, no, we are trying to buid a proper team? These guys, they can't help it.
They'll make a lot of money.
It's too much money to make. What, Messi and Cristiano in the same team? Of course, these guys are mad. They don't care about they shouldn't be taken seriously. They're not a serious team.
I just don't think Nasser. I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I don't think it's gonna happen. And I think for Ronaldo himself, we know that his mom is a massive sporting fan.
Yeah.
And I think like she does want him to go back there. I don't really follow the Portuguese league. I don't know where Sporting are, but if they qualify for the Champions League, I can't see him going there. There.
Okay. Look, before we round that here, what are we saying? Juve Villarreal. What
AJ, Juve are winning. Like AJ, this is the most pointless game. Like,
what if Villarreal beats Juve? Then what? What will you say? If Emery says what's up?
If Villarreal beat Juve, I'm coming on here tomorrow, and in the chat we're gonna do a PS5 giveaway.
No, but.
Abdul, you are one of the weirdest people I've ever virtually or in real life I've ever met in my life.
AJ, if I come to London because I got family, I've lived in London, but we should meet up, man.
Yeah, no. Well, bring a PS5. Bring a PS5. Then we'll do a live stream. We'll do a live stream. From Buckingham Palace. Queen Lizzie says what's up. Queen Lizzie doesn't pick up her phone, but she just
respond to Abdul's point. He said Sporting, but the two problems I see with that is I don't think they can afford, first of all, and second of all, Ronaldo compares himself to Messi. There's no way he plays for Sporting and Messi is for a PSG. Those are the two problems I'm seeing.
Oh, give me a break. He can look past that. He can look past that, bro.
No, but
true, but it's competitive. And and with the Juve Villarreal game, look, honestly, I don't know because I saw the Villarreal. They dominated that fast, like the fast. Juve started well, and then Villarreal. Like I thought they were the best.
Should I be worried about Lille? I'm worried.
No.
I'm worried about Lille.
So shameless.
No. I'm scared. I'm scared. Like I'm a bit worried about Lille. I
mean, if I think if Chelsea lose to Lille, that would be the biggest upset of this round. That would be even worse.
Your players anything can happen. Okay, you got to Lille. You'll play the match.
No. See, for me, anything can happen. I'm worried. Basically, we need to score first. That's the key thing. He says, Abdul, Serie has already. Wait, when did Serie clown you, Abdul? Wait, did you lose money with Serie?
Yeah. Do you remember the Napoli thing? To beat us. To beat you.
No. But you didn't lose because it's weird because you bet on Napoli, but then you wanted.
I didn't lose unless we go out to Galatasaray. Then basically.
Wait. Did you just say we?
No, I was we like yes in French. Like,
He's-
Just one question.
French.
One question. What's
French
the problem
tax.
with Chelsea? What's the problem with Chelsea with transportation? Like, I'm hearing something.
Gingerbread,
What's
look.
going on?
They're already there though. I saw Tuchel having a press conference.
Yeah, no.
They
Look.
made it. They made it.
Oh no. Basically, the Lyon game that was paid way before, but the issue is the FA Cup this weekend. So Lyon was already bought and paid for before, but the issue now is that like guys have to now do like a GoFundMe and everything to try and get.
But wait, so
Taliban will drive the bus, all right? It's
Is the
good.
Middlesbrough game gonna be behind closed doors now or what?
Behind closed doors. Wait, Abdul, I keep telling you that block, mute, and get rid of Madrid
Is
zone.
it Middlesbrough?
They don't report to news. These guys are bricks. Why do you keep getting your news from freaking Madrid zone?
No, it was
Who
absolute.
told you about behind closed doors, Abdul? Who told you about behind closed doors? No, bro. Judgment, to answer your question, yes. Players are currently now have to pay their way to go to these games because there's no money.
Do they fly first class or do they fly economy?
It's just let me actually just be
they have to
objective,
go with
right?
the
Wait, hold on, Wilton, Wilton.
Be objective, right? It says if
can.
Ronaldo doesn't make the World Cup, right? You think it's gonna take a big load on his legacy, or his legacy is already set in stone? I know you.
Oh, okay, no, that's a great question, and it's very complicated to answer because it depends on which pockets you look at. If you look at people of the current generation and so forth, who obviously don't really take the World Cup seriously, they'll be like, man, like, bro, Judgman says the World Cup is like a festival. It's a festival. So Wilton, for guys like Judgman, he's like, who cares about that bomb-ass competition? It's fine. Yeah. But for guys like me, who grew up watching World Cup videos, the importance of Pele, the importance of Maradona, and the importance of this competition, the history of this competition, for me, it would be a massive, massive hit on his legacy. Now, his club legacy is one of the best of all time. But when... See, the reason why this dude is special is because this dude has the two flex. He's got the two flex. Because this dude has the club legacy and the international legacy.
So does Iniesta, by the way.
Yes, don't forget that.
Yeah, so does Ronaldo though. Let's be real,
HH,
though.
I'm not gonna.
Wait, hold on. Abdul, has Iniesta scored in a Champions League final?
He's won the man of the match in a Champions League.
Abdul, I said simple. Has Iniesta scored in a UCL final?
He scored in a World Cup final.
And it's just, let me ask you this.
Oh, my guy has scored in a World Cup final and the UCL final. Now,
He scored in 2 World Cup finals.
2 World Cup finals now. In answer to your question, is that Wilton is my thing is that there are different pockets because I believe that we are split and we're split via generations. There's a generation of people who will not allow Cristiano Ronaldo for the World Cup to harm his legacy and will still call him the GOAT. But there's another generation of like my generation will be like, bro, you need to make an impact at the World Cup. You have to. Greatness and the World Cup, those things are interlinked. Like the reason why we have the reason why people call this guy the GOAT is because this guy was historic in this shirt. And this
is a Champions League question real quick. It's be honest, right? Be objective, please, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Don't you think we deserve Benfica since we drew against them in the round of 16 earlier?
What do you mean deserve?
Wilton,
UEFA hate us. You know that, right?
Wilton,
they're going to give us Man City.
Wilton, hell no.
We drew against them though, bro.
If there's any team that deserves Benfica, it's the winner of Lille and Chelsea.
I don't know who it's going to be. Can I just say something?
The defending champ deserve Benfica. The defending champ deserves
If Chelsea get a tough draw, bro, in their first draw post Abramovich, if they get like Bayern or something, that would feel.
Okay, no. Abdul, you're right. See, now I've seen. Abdul, see, now you're going to the call. If Chelsea, if Chelsea gets like Bayern or City in the next round, then Abdul Abramovich, he said, "What's?"
He was saying, "What's up, bro?" Basically,
Abdul, if let's say we get Bayern in the next round, Abdul, I will handcuff Abramovich myself and take him to prison myself. I'll arrest him.
Bro, Lille twice, man. Fucking hell.
Because what I think is that, guys, jokes apart, jokes like, let's be sure. How did we get to Lille twice? Because the chances of that are crazy.
It's not actually that bad. It's like 1 in 17, 1 in 18.
And also, Abdul, here's the scary thing. Okay, do you want to be really scary? Okay, let's get really scary right now. Let's get really scary right now. What if Bram knew this was always going to happen? So he was planning easy draws all the way to the final because he knows that, bro, this might actually be my last chance, but I'm on the clock. So he knew Putin was always going to go into Ukraine. So he was just hoping that he can buy enough time to win one last UCL before he gets screwed over.
It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence that he got the final Infinity Stone.
Payment on all the draws, bro.
No, literally, the fact that Arshavin was the one that did the draw, man.
No, the reason why I'm fearful because I'm hearing there might be Chelsea legend at the Champions League draw again this Friday. I think Ashley Coleman is invited to. Oh God.
No, but we know without Bram Tax, we are screwed and exposed. Casey says Zizou was awful for club. That's Juve flop in it. Oh, Casey, look, I know it harms you, but this dude scored 2 goals in a World Cup final to give France the first World Cup. He scored it in another World Cup final in 2006, and he scored the greatest goal ever in a UCL final.
But didn't he get sent off and let his country down?
Also, Casey, how old was he in 2006 when he said what's up to that Brazil team? I believe he was 34. What was he just drinking on 34? I'm sorry, Zizou is that dude. He's that dude.
Didn't R9 get poisoned in 98? Like, it doesn't count.
Doesn't count in my book.
What? Wait. Abdul, you're cracking up. Your mic is messed up. I can't hear what you're saying. Your mic is breaking.
Didn't R9 get poisoned in 98?
I can't hear what Abdul. Maybe use. I think your Wi-Fi is messed up. I can't hear what you're saying.
If Villarreal were to beat Juve tomorrow, are we really gonna be surprised? Are you gonna be surprised?
Wilson, hold on, Wilson. If Villarreal beats Juve, first of all, me and Abdul are doing a PS5 giveaway for the whole stream. And the second thing is that Serie will be fully inducted in Solskjaer's academy. So basically, a lot of to be honest, Abdul, to be honest, I think I might buy a Villarreal jersey because, bro, I need a PS5.
Yeah,
I need a PS5. So Abdul, man, I think what's it called? Donde está? Eres, papilla. Arriba. So yeah, that's what I've been
doing, man. But it's as though Juve will be losing to the defending European champion, though, Europa League champion. So
Wilson.
I have a question.
Wilson, mute your mic. Jujima, what are you saying? Wilson, mute your mic.
Yeah, I have a question. Where do you think, or when do you think Syria? What went wrong with Syria? How did it fall off?
Money. It's a various of things, but to truncate it, Calciopoli, that was one thing. Second thing was Cristiano. I did this on a Patreon video, but let me remember what I said. Calciopoli was the first thing. Bad image of Syria. Cristiano and Messi emerging, 2 superstars, unlike anything we've seen. That puts greater focus on La Liga and away from Serie. And also the Premier League expanding and becoming big, and also the amount of money that football was generating specifically in leagues like in the Premier League, who could offer massive wage packets. So guys will say that it is much more attractive. So it's much more attractive to play in La Liga with Messi, Cristiano, and so forth, and the focus being there. It's much more attractive playing in the Premier League because I can earn way more money than I can earn anywhere else in the world.
Because you can see, like, right now, like, 2 leagues are starting up, like La Liga and EPL are ahead of everyone.
Basically, Juve Villarreal, a lot is riding on there because Atlanta are still in the Europa League. They're not winning that. But if Juve go out to Villarreal, bro, that is a massive hit onto Serie. That is a colossal hit. So Juve are literally holding Serie in their hands. See, I believe in Vlahovic because I think that kid is something. And let's be real, man. If Vlahovic succeeds where Cristiano failed for Juve,
we're gonna have to depend on the draw because Ronaldo did got them to a quarterfinal. They lost to Ajax, I believe, in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
So Juve just gonna get to the. And let's be real too. No matter what team Juve gets in the quarter, like in the semifinal, let's say. Even the quarterfinal, they're gonna lose unless Juve gets Benfica or something. Any
Or like
other team,
Atletico
they're
or
gonna
something.
yeah. Even Atletico, I think beats Juve.
No,
honestly.
Atletico? Are you kidding me? They're gonna
No, but they both are trash. So let's be real.
Oh.
Atletico and Juve both are trash.
but Juventus has been a bit better since
Atletico
the year.
Juve will be the biggest terrorist like feast off like
That ball staying at the
That,
ball is
I'm
staying
not
at the
watching
halfway
that
line.
game. I refuse to watch that.
Bro, no.
That ball is
Juve,
just
no.
halfway
Juve
line.
Atletico should be parental advisory. That shouldn't be allowed. No. But basically, if let's say put it this way, you know how they pull out the ball, say Juventus, and if they pull out the Atleti, then you basically just see like this black guy, like Batman. I basically like swoop down like Batman, like dun 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 dun.
No.
Who do you think would have the ball?
Stop this! I'm a save the ball.
You get Doctor Strange. He tries to take back time. You get Doctor Strange. He takes back time, and then every time you go to Atletico against Juventus.
I must save football from this terrorism.
Who do you think would have the ball more in this game? Who do you think would control the game more in this game?
Milton, they're leaving the ball at the halfway line.
Wait, who do you think would have more ball possession?
It's like Abdul. Let's just be real. I have to be professional and so forth. But no. Look, see, I have to be professional. And I said thinking, Abdul, let's keep it real. Like, see, it's it's 2.5 hours. Abdul, that match was garbage, bro.
It was.
Like that match, that was like these things like a crap. But we have to support. Let's be real, because we're now deep now. So guys, tell me what the bloody hell was that crap? Like this better not be the future of football, man. This was crap.
It
was garbage.
All 4
And like, let's be real, bro. I'm insulting him. Bro, Javi ball is better than that with freaking sideshow bobs and that scene. I'm being real. So yeah, like the football that was.
Who do you think would have the ball more?
That ball is sticking the halfway line. It's not moving.
Oh yeah, just one point.
Plays it to the goalkeeper, and that's it. That's the half.
One point about like, do you think like Real Madrid and Barcelona have so much pull? Like players are willing to take pay cuts like to join the club. Like with Mbappe and the other with Kessie. I mean, I think Kessie is going to Barcelona, and players are just going there. Even like it's like
Juju man. I don't think Juju man. Let me translate to you right now, Juju man. The fate of Syria depends on Juve Villarreal. Have you been to Siberia? Bro, this thing is free. Basically, because I went to go and inspect the PSG wing. And I told the guys, like, guys, I'm not coming back to this place. Bro, you get no food. Bro, flesh-eating polar bears. Flesh-eating polar bears. It's crap. So, man, I'm erecting a freaking thingy for Syria because... If Juve get knocked in round 16 by guys whose nicknames is the Yellow Submarine,
good evening.
The heck?
I got a question.
No, it's okay. Now let me real right now. See, Juve are not sniffing this UCL. Not sniffing this UCL. But if the Vitch takes, let's say, if the Vitch takes him to a semi, we're gonna talk. If the Vitch takes him to a semi, we may have to have just a little. Come on, this team is weaker than the team that Chris had. So if the Vitch carries them to a semi, and I think it's like, look, see, if Juve beats Villarreal and they get Benfica,
yeah, but that's just Benfica tax then.
Yeah, but what's the chance, HH?
No, Abdul. No, I'm just Abdul. Like I've seen the draw. Those cheating pricks. Those cheating pricks called Man City are getting Benfica.
City are getting either Atletico or Benfica 100%.
Yeah.
No, City are getting Bayern, honestly. I think it's overdue now. It's overdue to see City versus Bayern. And Madrid's going to get Benfica. Chelsea's going to get Liverpool.
Juve's
going to get Atletico.
I honestly think City's going to be...
No, it's time for Chelsea to get their revenge against Liverpool in Europe. It's time.
Oh, Milton, I think we're getting Liverpool.
Nah, we saw it last season, bro. Like, we need to get Benfica. City gets Bayern and Juve gets Atletico.
No, because UEFA want to fuck us over, but they're not going to give us City because City are going to pay for Benfica, right? So
wait, hold on. Let's see. All right. There's a imagine flying economy and sitting next to Chelsea players. Does Kante smile in his sleep? Does Alonso play? Okay, no, I'm not going to read that last one.
Right.
Oh no. But here's the thing right now. If I see a picture on the internet and there's a 78-year-old lady called Miss Jennings who like the job, you see, her job is that she basically hands out milk. So she's on minimum wage and she's living off of her pension. So she can only afford economy. And she's like, hello,
Why did you call
look
her
at me
Miss
here.
Jennings?
I'm next to this place. And basically, and if she puts on her Instagram, like Jennings.sexyass geriatric. And then on her thing, she says, oh, hello, here's me here. Who are these babies in blue? And I see Kante smiling, taking a selfie with her. I'm writing to UEFA and FA, and this is sick. This is sick. You allowed an 87-year-old economy class merchant to take a picture with my Kante, my Golo. Sick. See, if that happens, it's sick. But guys, like, Brody, Kai Havertz, he actually said that I'm happy to pay. And here's my thing. I put out a video and I said that we cannot allow the legitimate UCL champions to pay their way for an away game because that's real. People say, oh no, how could you, man? It's like these guys are millionaires, they have money. That's not the point, you freaking morons. The point is the optics. I know they're rich. That's not the point.
Yeah,
it is embarrassing for these players to have to pay their way to go up into the middle.
Is that why Aspilicueta and Christensen want to leave to a proper club?
Relax.
Hold up. Casey says, I am destroying Serie if Villarreal win. SPL. Now, Casey, you're not going to do that.
No, because it's not going to happen. It's not
Casey, you're not putting Bravehearts ahead of Serie, okay? You're not putting McTominay ahead of the... I know Scott McTominay said what's up to Dortmund, and Dortmund have to hold that. Dortmund have to hold losing to Bravehearts and the Scottish Highland Kilts. You know, so they've got to hold that. But still, it's Dortmund. They're special.
They said 3-0 to who did they play? They said 3-0 this week.
Ungotlo time tomorrow. The world is his. Bow down. Look, bro, in Kante we trust. But see, guys, it doesn't matter. Whoever wins was still the legitimate winners.
But HH, can we just take a second to appreciate?
No, we're not. You can only win the UCL via away goals.
I know. But away from that, can we just take a second to appreciate the fact that United are no longer in the Champions League? Because HH, had they gone through, Twitter would have been unbearable. Like, these men would actually have thought they could win it. Like,
no. And Abdul, do you know what is so funny? EPL merchants. You see, do you know what the thing is? People are like, man, how are you so against the Premier League? You know, you're a guy who, you know, you live in England and so forth. You should promote. I'm like, does it say half hopes Queen Lazy Hot? Does it say no? Hold on. Does it say half hopes British Empire colonization fuck up Africa hot? No, it doesn't. It says half hopes football hot. I am here to promote football. I'm here to preach the truth of football, and the truth is, the EPL is an amazing brand and superb A-class marketing. But if we're talking about football, La Liga's quality has always just been higher. Premier League just has a better brand and more money. But the quality, see now, what's it called? Klopp and Pep have raised the quality now. Yeah. They've raised the quality. But it's really them. But if you look at beyond Pep's team and Klopp's team, bro, the football ain't great, bro. The football quality, it ain't great. And I think what this showed now is, because remember, Atleti and United, they're sort of similar in their contemporary, in similar positions, like 4th, 5th, in that kind of position. So it's pretty similar. And
they're both having shit seasons, yeah.
They're both having bad seasons. And you just saw that in and let's keep it real. We can insult Atletico, and I will insult them. Atletico did not spend 600 mil over 5 years.
Yeah. HS, did you watch Cadiz against Atleti?
No, they spent 120 mil on one player.
No, I didn't see why. What happened with Cadiz and Atleti?
Cadiz were all over them, bro. Cadiz. Cadiz.
I mean, to be fair though, Cadiz beat Madrid and Barcelona, so I'm not surprised.
Outside of Man City and Liverpool, like, this is why I kind of want Klopp and Pep Guardiola to get the hell out of that league. I have nothing against EPL, but I got something against EPL merchants. Is it really just those two that are just holding the status of
No. Yes, it is because again, it goes back to Pep's first season. Because see, you have to understand. Actually, guys, I went to school in England and so forth. I know English people better than they know themselves. I know these guys inside and out, and English people are extremely arrogant. And you can understand why they're arrogant because what language are we speaking now? It's English. What is the neutral language? It's English. So there is this entitlement that English people and English people have based on just how we all speak English. So when Pep's first season, and he didn't do what they're like, oh, look, who is this Spanish guy who thinks he's going to come and do things in the Premier League? And Pep was like, oh, okay, cool. 100 points, 98 points, record number of consecutive wins, record number of goals scored. He has, yes, Fergie may have won more Premier Leagues and 3 in a row, but Pep has made a far bigger impact than Fergie did.
No, because, I disagree.
No, in a smaller amount of time, yes, he has.
In a smaller amount of time, he's made it because Fergie's impact is how many times you were able to win over a long period of time. Pep's impact is the way you've played football, how you've beaten teams, and the level of performance that you've had in seasons. No, there's been no team in Premier League history who have performed as well and to the level of Man City. And the proof is consecutive wins, goals scored, points total. So what is it? And remember, Pep, he's bringing in a Spanish, Dutch mentality to England that England has always tried to fight against of like, oh no, passion, go for it and everything. So, England, if you're smart, you're like, oh, this is proof that technical pass football that you thought wouldn't work, maybe it's probably the way forward because this pass technical stuff that is against your more robust physical effort stuff seems to work a lot better.
Long ball game.
It's who wins tomorrow? I know this is a CL hangout, but who wins tomorrow? Arsenal, Liverpool.
No. Last Wilton and then see Wilton. Arsenal, Liverpool.
It's at the Emirates.
For me, Liverpool should win, but I just feel something could happen. Like put it this way: I'm between two minds: draw or Liverpool win, because I feel that Arsenal could maybe do something. But if I had to choose, Liverpool have to win.
If you Arsenal,
and if they do win, that's now 1 point.
If you Arsenal, do you play defensive and go for the draw?
But he doesn't.
Or you go for the win?
Go for it.
Wilton, can I just answer him quickly?
Yeah.
Like the thing with Mikel Arteta, he's very naive manager. So once he gets his team to play attacking football, he never changed. Like look at City, he played attacking football, bro, and that's why they just can't beat. They can't beat Liverpool because man for man,
every game to
Liverpool
and City.
Yeah, and they don't play. The only way they can beat Liverpool is by playing defensive. That's how they beat them 2 years ago. But they don't play defensive because he's a philosophy merchant.
No. I mean, no. Look, I mean, I just don't see. Like for me, Premier League is going to be, but it's so crazy.
Man City.
Wait, what you saying? Because look, I think it was even you, Ricardo, said, look, you see, Klopp and Pep, they are what is holding the league intact. That they really was holding the league, like they was holding the league intact right there. And that's because if you look beyond Liverpool and Man City, who really say, okay, this is a really impressive team. And which is why I
UCL champions.
Yeah, I love how you keep on saying Chelsea. You got literally just won the Champions League. You're the best team in the world.
Wilton, we have issues. Wilton, hashtag go for Wilton, hashtag go for them.
I know people say City. I still think Chelsea are the best team in the world, honestly speaking. Because, like, yes, City are more consistent in the league, but I'm sorry, I don't rate what you do in the Premier League. Do it in the Champions League, City. Do it there.
Wilton is speaking the truth. Chelsea are the best team in the world. They do have that World Championship badge for a reason.
Look, I'm not here to jinx anyone or so. So all I'll say is we Chelsea are just doing the best. But no, but look, my hope here, like, guys, is Pep gonna go another year not to win this damn trophy? Because you know what?
Possibility.
I've been saying that I've been picking City for like the last 3 or 4 years. I've always picked them, and for me, if you had to choose, Bayern look a bit shaky. Watch out for Liverpool. The issue with Liverpool is they're going for the quad, which I think is going to harm them. Because I say to guys, it is impossible to win the quadruple. It's impossible. You have to sacrifice one. You have to.
AJ, I'll say that for Man City, they should. Well, not that they can control it, but if they get Liverpool in a two-legged tie, that's where I feel like they'll lose. In a one-off game, it can be anybody's game, but if it's 12 or 2 games, I don't. I think
Liverpool beats them in Europe.
Liverpool
beats them in Europe.
The other thing with Pep, he has to go outside his comfort zone. He has to, like, when he plays, he has to, like, tell his players, like, this will be, like, out of the ordinary, but he has to tell his players to take more shots.
But
instead of just passing.
Wait, hold on. Last thing, because I've got to get out of here. So United equals English Juve. Big domestically, CL losers. And my thing is that, are they even big domestically? No, they're not. Guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow, man, where we hope that Chelsea can say what's up, Juve say what's up, and most definitely, let's see what Liverpool has to do. Guys, peace out, stay true, one love. Peace.
Thank you.